fucking killed it.
Remember that, Legato. Next time you want it. Hey! Stab it!
Just gonna keep my hands up here in case it wants to get personal.
Alright, cool. I just Facebooked you.
Open saliva, lips so wet. Watch how they glimmer and gloom. So wet, 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 so wet.
Hey, what is it?
What happened, buddy?
You just like pay attention to me. I'm your cat now. Fuck your cat.
Tell me, man.
Very nice. Kid Goku and Krillin.
Oh yeah, hugging it up.
Yeah. I'm gonna check on my phone too.
It's just yeah. Shut up, let's talk. Or you can just separate, or maybe all together will work.
Web page unavailable. What did you send me, bro?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it says unavailable. What is it?
Oh, okay. Well, it is working.
Okay.
Hey, what's going on, Charles? Thanks for hanging out so far, brother.
Stop it. 3 playbacks in 12 seconds. That's a new record.
All right, cool.
Current viewers 4.
Oh, we got 4 viewers so far.
Thank you to the 4 people that are watching.
Yeah, for real.
I don't know who's watching, but thank you.
Thank you, y'all. All right, well, I guess it's time we start the show then.
Yeah. I'm okay with that. Let me... Fucking... links, bro.
All right, well, I'm just gonna bust out the intro.
Yeah? Let's do it. You know, I think having a cold is the biggest waste of fucking time.
Having a cold is a big waste of time, guys.
Fucking ridiculous.
What up, what up, what up? What's going on, everybody? Welcome, everybody, to episode 75 of Shut Up, Let's Talk. Join along here with Sebass Diaz of Divisional Void today. Thank you. Calm down, everybody. Calm down. Thank you.
That's amazing.
That, you know what? It works a lot better than I thought.
It does.
It adds some good hype to the room. I like it. What's going on today, man? Thank you so much for joining us today.
Chilling, bro. Chilling. Fighting off this cold as you can.
You have a cold. Well, rum and coke is the best way to do that.
I agree.
I've heard, and we're gonna. I don't have a cold, but having this is gonna prevent me from getting one.
Exactly. That or a shot of whiskey.
Yes.
So I hear.
That's what they used to. You know, it's funny. Remember back in the day in the cartoons, like somebody would be caught in like an avalanche and their head would be sticking out, and then a dog would come with like a barrel of whiskey around his neck. What was that all about? Like, where did that come from? Anyway, man, Sebass Diaz, brother, of Divisional Void. What exactly do you do, my friend? And how sweet is that Kiesel in that picture that we posted up? That Kiesel guitar.
That Kiesel's my baby. All right.
For the amount for the amount that it looks like it cost, I better.
It wasn't that much actually.
Really?
I paid around $23.50 for it.
Wow.
Yeah, compared to some of the other guitars I have out.
And you got like one of the ones that they'd probably use in like an advertisement. Like you got a nice one.
Yeah.
Like a nice one. Like even the fretboard has exotic wood on it.
Yeah, the fretboard.
The flame, right?
The fretboard is a flame maple. Yeah.
Oh my god.
So the body is alder and it has I think it was a mahogany top with the flame on top of it.
Oh my god, so beautiful, man. It's got that nice little cutaway on the side, you know,
Yeah.
like that. I don't even know how to describe that. It's got that cool little, that new edgy look. God, it looks good. Anyway, folks, thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out tonight so far. A pleasure, as always. Rolita 49 is subscribed. Thank you.
Oh, sweet.
This new program I got now notifies me of stuff like that, which it didn't do that before. Hopefully the mics are sounding good. Please let us know if you can see us and hear us, you know, good. And Divisional Void, my friend. Tell us a little bit about Divisional Void. I was trying to find you guys on Spotify. That should be coming soon.
That's gonna be coming soon.
New releases. You did send me some. You sent me some dank early footage. You know, spoiler alert.
Some freshly stolen dankness.
It was very. Sounded great, man. Are you using a 7-string guitar for those riffs?
I'm using both.
7 and 6.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, the way the EPs are planned out is we have Absolve, which is mostly my 7 strings. I have my Jackson and my Kiesel. So then Andera, which is the second EP, that's completely my 6-string Ibanez.
Oh, sweet. Which Ibanez is that one?
It's an RG, but the model number is about this long.
They always do that, man.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? It's like, there's nothing like adding a human aspect to an instrument, like calling it a serial number.
Exactly.
That's why the Stratocaster took off, man. At that time, I guess it was a cool word
Simple
to say.
to the point, it worked.
Yeah, you know, the Les Paul. It's a person's name. I get it, but it sounds cool.
That reminds me, before I got here, I saw on Facebook a picture of a fully reversed Les Paul.
Oh, yeah, the new picture. I saw it this morning, and
You
I
saw
was
that?
like, yeah, I saw it this morning, and I think I saw it from the person that originally posted. Like, it was like somebody had designed it, and they were like, it's time to piss off the internet today.
Yeah, I saw that.
Like
I'm like, what the hell am I looking at?
Yeah, it looks so weird. It looked like one of those lap steel guitars that they put on the lap. Oh,
But
my God.
really, really bad.
Oh, Jesus, dude. So how long you been making music, my man? And how long has Divisional Void been around?
I've been doing music for a little over 10 years now.
Oh, nice.
But Divisional Void's been around about a year and a half, 2 years.
Cool, man. So how'd you start off making jams? What were the beginning? I love the beginning stage. That's my favorite part.
The
Yeah.
beginning was the worst, man, because my dad, my dad has this 6-string Taylor acoustic.
Okay.
So I just picked it up and I was like,
Sounds nice.
I just play where the fuck I play on it.
So your dad plays guitar?
Yeah, not as much as I do now, but he used to play a lot back in the day.
Wow, man. Very cool.
So-
and Taylor's, they make great acoustics, man. Those are like, you know.
Taylors are like really good.
Yeah, they're very nice, man. So tell me a little bit about what were some of the first riffs, man? Like that's always, what were some of the first things you learned? And literally from the first thing, I remember like in the beginning when I started playing, I would learn like the Simpsons theme song.
Yeah.
You know, I'd learn like the meow mix. I learned meow mix just on
Never learned that one.
Yeah, I learned that one on the high E string, just one string. Beep, 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 beep. Terrible.
The first thing I learned was Enter Sandman like everybody else did.
Cool.
Because it was easy to play.
Yeah.
But then I moved on. Sorry. Then I moved on to the older Metallica. I moved on to Kill 'Em All. I went to Master of Puppets.
The good stuff. Yeah.
And then I branched
Metallica,
out
man.
to like some Megadeth, some AC/DC, like just understanding.
great.
Yeah.
AC/DC. Angus Young on the guitar. He will teach you that you don't need to play a lot of notes to sound like a badass.
It's all about feel.
Exactly, man.
Yeah.
That's exactly what he teaches you because he's playing simple open chords maybe, but the way he plays them and the notes that he chooses to hit, my cat is like trying to destroy me one piece at a time.
At least it's you this time, but not me.
Yeah, for real. And I'm you know, and ow, you dummy. Jesus, he actually gave me a good swipe on my finger. So strategic. I taught you well, my son. Anyway.
So yeah, I just learned, the basics to understand how guitar works. Because I didn't know jack shit when I was starting out,
And you have speaking of your guitar playing, man, you have a good, it's fun to listen to you play guitar because you have a good idea of like your right hand. I feel like your right hand, even if you don't do it on purpose, it's a much more focused sound. Like you hit good harmonics and you have a nice, like the way that you hold your pick, I can tell it's nice because the tone is there.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how to describe it. It's very nice. It's a nice harmonic style of playing. I don't know. You switch it up a lot, which is good.
Yeah. Because staying in one thing just not only bores me, but it just bores me. I gotta branch out. Yeah.
And the guitar is a very millimeters of distance can make a huge sound on the guitar.
Yeah.
And
the action makes everything.
Yeah, the action and
the pickup height.
Where you're moving, where you're picking. Is
Yeah.
what I mean. Like that. It makes a huge difference, man. And those are like little things that a guitar can do that a piano can't do necessarily.
Like for example, your RG right here
Yeah.
has a middle pickup.
Yes.
That would fuck up like my palm muting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Like,
because of it being there?
Yeah, because like normally I pick really like I usually pick on the bridge,
Yeah.
so I really dig into the string right above the pickup.
Wow.
But to get like more of a chunkier sound, I pick a little bit closer to the middle
Very cool.
where the gap is. So there's a pickup there that might throw a sound off a little bit.
Interesting, man. You know what? I'd like to ask you an interesting question because of what you're talking about. So, you know, what you're saying is, you know, the different guitars will depend. They'll change your technique on the guitar. You know, like different guitars because they're shaped differently and they have different components on them.
Yeah.
So for me, in my mind, and this is I've never said this on the show or maybe even out loud before, but when I play guitar,
yeah,
I always imagine I'm in a certain vehicle, like a car, and I'm like, all right, this is that style car. You know, and when I change guitars, to me, I feel like I'm changing cars.
Yeah,
and to me,
I do feel that sometimes. Yeah,
and that's just the image in your head. What have you ever thought about it that way? Like, do you feel like you're in like a plane or a bike or a, you know, are you surfing? You know what I mean? Like
oh, definitely, dude.
Like
he's back for seconds.
Oh yeah, the cat has returned. God, during some of the older episodes I've been listening to, you could just hear him howling in the back.
Really?
Yeah, like the killing machine that he is. Anyway, yeah. So what is, you know, if you could compare guitar playing to like some sort of like vehicle or some sort of thing, what would you compare that to for you? What is it like for you? Where do you feel like you're doing that? You know, where does it put you?
I'm just playing a crazy fucking mix of things. I don't know what the fuck I'm playing right now. Hey! What is it?
Sorry, I just totally screamed into the mic. I'm glad we have compressors on this.
That's good. I don't know, because in my last project, Layers of the Lost, I was playing a mix of some metalcore with some heavy metal elements. It felt like I was driving a Mustang.
Yes. You know what the funny thing is? Somebody pulled up earlier in a Mustang, and I thought it was you. Because the car was there.
I'm in a Charger, that's why.
Oh, nice. Close enough. Yeah.
So,
those are better, really, probably.
Yeah.
To be honest.
So that was like driving a Ford Mustang. It's like, it's good, but you know, by the time the project finished, I was like, you know what, it's for the best to move on and just learn more, grow more, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So these 2 EPs I'm doing now with my boy Charles, Absolve would be probably my Charger.
Nice.
Because it's like a continuation, but it's a touch heavier.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
And where is that available to listen on, by the way? The album you're talking about, or the EP?
Not yet.
Oh, that one's not out yet. Okay, sorry.
I'm still mixing it.
Okay. Oh, cool. No, enjoy it, man. You guys are on the brink of something. That's exciting.
But
and it does sound, and if it's what I've listened to, it sounds great.
Yeah, because I sent you 3 from Absolve and 3 from Adara.
Okay, yeah,
so a good sample of each.
Yeah.
So Absolve is kind of like my Charger, where it's a little bit heavier, but it's not really where I want to be. So Adara, you know, it's kind of like a souped up. You know, I've never thought about this question. That's a good.
It's interesting. You know, it's
a
something
really good
new.
Question. I never thought about that. I never analyzed the album like that.
We're gonna attack the psyche of the music.
Fuck.
Gonna attack your psyche.
But
does rum make me do accents? That's weird.
I don't know.
That's not happened on the show.
I don't know. But if I had to compare Absolve and Adara is much more raw. It's much more melodic. In the sense of melodic death metal.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I've never really written stuff like that, so it's good to experiment. And, you know, I wrote a couple tracks that didn't make the EP, but then I compared to what I have now, it's like, holy shit. Like, I can do this, you know? And then everything I show Charles, because he writes all the lyrics that he sings too. And he's like, where'd you pull this out from? Oh. I'm like, bro.
That's a compliment.
My ass. I don't know where I pulled it out from.
Bruh. That's the best right there. I love it, man. No, that's what I noticed. This is something it's not what I noticed, but what I'd like to ask is, did you start out as one of those guitar players that just claims rhythm player until after a certain while when you get comfortable and then you start messing with leads?
Yeah.
You know why? I hear it.
Yeah.
I hear it. And you know what? I'm the same way. That's why.
Yeah, because I never had any formal guitar training.
Same.
Like, I'm completely self-taught.
Same here.
So it's like, no, I'll just learn the riffs and then build from that.
Yeah, and I did the same, and I thought that was the most economic way. And I felt like if you learn rhythm and you learn chord theory and you learn how to work within chords, adding melodies on top of that can't be much harder because you're building the bass already. Like,
exactly.
You know, it's a proper build-up. Yeah, man. So, when is the project coming out? Sorry, you said it earlier. I mean, when is the projected? I hate rushing it because, you know what? I came out with my project 2 years ago.
Holy shit.
Yeah, 2017, and I'm still, and I haven't. The new one has not been released yet, but I'm trying not to force it either. 2 years is like, you're not going anywhere with that.
2 years is your typical album cycle, in a sense.
It should be, right?
Yeah. About
maybe
2.5 years, yeah.
Maybe we're desensitized to that these days because they just shit stuff out, right? Metal music, not so much. Maybe more like hip hop, like that comes out because I listen to a lot of rap. I grew up listening to a lot of metal, but after a certain point, like I found blues.
Yeah.
And then I found Southern hip hop, which is like all blues, but mixed with all this great bass and just great sound.
Holy shit.
So I'm like, like how could I lose? Like I'm getting great bass, you know, but I'm also getting those blues riffs that I like, you know, with the soul element. So yeah, Southern hip hop is my thing. You know, I love that. So I listen to a lot of rap, but I still love my metal. Like Opeth is my favorite band. What do you think of Opeth, by the way?
I fucking love Opeth, dude.
So good, right? Oh my God. And you know, these days, I'm sorry, like I'm not into the Opeth as much as I used to be because like they changed a bit,
yeah. But that's natural though, because if you say one style, you're gonna burn out of fucking ideas.
You know what it is with the Opeth fans? I think a lot of people just thought the singer that couldn't scream anymore, and then he didn't want to admit it. And then you just see him go like, "Oh no, we're just trying new things." Oh, you know, like I could do the screaming if I wanted to. I just want to play jazzy stuff now. Yeah, you know, and it's like
it's kind of like with Gojira.
Okay, what about them? You know what's funny, Gojira? I heard about them before they were even big. I read about them in a magazine.
Nice.
But then I never checked their music out.
You know what's funny?
And they're huge, especially now. Open for Metallica, right?
Yeah. They're going on tour with fucking.
Who's their manager? Because he that man, they better be blowing him before bed every night, dude.
They're going on tour this year with Behemoth and Slipknot.
Wow.
Yeah.
And those are just in terms of names, like man, that's where you want to be.
Yeah.
Like that's to as many eyes and ears as possible, as many orifices as possible.
I mean, I didn't get into Gojira about maybe a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. But I've always heard of them. I was like, who is Gojira? I keep hearing everything about them, but I just never took the time to get into it because I was busy with my own stuff. So then,
thank you, somebody who understands. I don't listen to a lot of music because I make it.
I'm so behind on new music, to be honest. I'm super behind.
We're gonna get along just fine, my friend.
To put it this way, I have the brand new Hawkins CD.
Oh, my friend, that's her favorite band.
Still wrapped up.
She I bet she's like taking her like knife out right now.
I'm
like,
so sorry.
She's GPSing this location.
But at least I bought it. But I just haven't wrapped it yet.
Wow, that's amazing, man. But it's true though, and a lot of people don't understand that. You know, and do you listen to your own music a lot? There's nothing. It's not. I do,
but I don't like it.
Well, I mean, I enjoy it, and to me, I make music that I want to listen to.
Yeah, I do the same thing, but when you take into account that I have to mix the fucking thing.
That's true.
Yeah. So, like, I've already heard Resolve like 50 fucking times, and it's like, all right, can I please finish mixing it so I can be done with it and not hear it for another year? It's the same with Andera. It's like, okay, I know how the riffs go. It sounds great, but I need to fucking finish it so I can just leave it.
Just be done with it. Yeah, because over a while, you know, for anybody, and I'm sure, you know, even painters deal with this especially, you know, like, I imagine some people that paint something for over a year. I'm like, how do you do it? Like, how do you do it? Like,
how do you not go crazy?
Honestly, a lot of my songs that I believe are my best and the ones that I enjoyed listening to the most are the ones that I make in one sitting. I'm just like that. Like, I'm one of those people that I have to me, man, I have a hard time remembering a lot of songs that I make only because, like, to me, they're like moments in history. That's a day in time. Yeah. You know, and time is huge. So, you know, for me, like, one day.
Huge.
Huge, yeah. Ridiculous.
It's bigly.
But, you know, those are like times in history, man. Like, and those are attached to memories that sometimes I want to remember or sometimes I want to forget. Like, there are songs where I've made, you know, that when I was like depressed or sad or something, and that I can't remember how to play them because I was just in that place and I do not want to go back
Exactly.
there.
It's going to bring back old feelings, you know?
Yeah. You ever dealt with that at all? Or like,
yeah. I mean,
well, what do you think of when you write music, by the way? That's a goofy question because I know it depends on the song, but, you know, like...
Dude, I don't even know. I just play it to hear something that sounds good. I just record it, and then I build on top of that.
That's awesome, man.
There was maybe 2 songs out of the whole 2 EPs I wrote off of feelings.
Wow.
Yeah. There was one that I sent you, Fade Away. Remember that song?
I listened to them in the Dropbox. You Dropboxed it to me, and then
Yeah.
I was just hearing them because I listened to them at work, so I was just kind of had my phone in my pocket.
Oh, okay.
So I pressed play and I just listened, and I'm like, oh, cool, and then I'll just replay them. But I would like to, well. Maybe we can play some of that YouTube clip that you did earlier. Because you don't like it?
I mean, it's fine.
I thought it sounded great.
It's an old clip though.
2017,
Yeah.
when my album came out, same year. Yeah,
That's still 2017, bro.
You know what? The scene of metal, man. Where do you think metal is today? I don't know. Because I haven't really peeked my head outside to see metal. I see Ghost is very popular,
Yeah.
which surprises me. I'm like, how did this band
Ghost has become a household name in metal now.
how? Like, I think about, and not that they're not good. It's just like, how did an image like that, and that, see, it's shit like this that makes people think the Illuminati is real,
Yeah.
right? Because
It's
they're
all
like,
marketing.
look, they're pushing
It's marketing.
It's got to be for that reason.
Because they market themselves like black metal, but they play Scooby-Doo chase music.
I've not heard a lot of
I
this
remember the first time I heard that, I lost my shit.
stuff. That's so
Because it's so true.
I've not listened to a lot of Ghost. You know, it's funny. The same friend that is a fan of Haken
Yeah.
is also a major fan of Ghost. She told me about them like years ago, and I was like, "Oh, it's cool. Check them out."
I mean, I'm not knocking Ghost at all. They're fucking good.
But that's what I hear, that they mix through genres a lot.
Yeah,
That
they
sometimes
do.
it doesn't sound like metal at all,
Yeah.
which is
They're,
interesting.
they're very diverse. It's crazy.
How does that even go? So what was your first guitar, my man? What did you learn? Oh, well, I know the Taylor acoustic you mentioned, but what was yours that you were like, all right,
My first guitar was a black.
the first workhorse?
The first one. It was a black Ibanez RG,
Sweet.
like this one, but didn't have the middle pickup.
Oh, cool. So it's maybe a 270.
No, it was a 120.
Oh,
It
wow,
was
the
like-
RG120. I have one in the closet.
Oh, yeah?
It's a friend of mine's who's, I'm supposed to, fix it up pretty soon. So, yeah, I'll be doing that. But
You got R. Kelly in there too?
yeah, R. Kelly. Let's not even talk about R.
Did you
Kelly.
see
and
the
things.
skit that Keenan did for SNL?
So
Bro,
funny, dude.
so good.
So funny, man. So many clues. I gave y'all feeling on your booty.
AJ nothing but a number.
So many clues. It was amazing. It was an amazing. You know what's funny? I've not checked out a Saturday Night Live clip in ages.
Yeah.
But I saw it in my YouTube recommended.
Yeah.
And I was like, absolute. And it actually took a minute or two before I was like, should I? I was like, this is a very sensitive subject. I don't know if I want to laugh at this. 2 minutes later, click. I was like, fuck yeah. And it was totally worth it. It was hilarious.
So good, dude.
It was amazing, man. Apparently they're reviving all that, aren't they?
I heard that, yeah.
But I don't know, man. I think about the friendship between Keenan and Kel, and I'm like, man,
Yeah.
Keenan is a kind of an asshole, man. Like, he literally did his best to distance himself from Kel because he didn't want to be... I understand he didn't want his career to get pigeonholed.
Yeah.
And then he was able to get on Saturday Night Live. But it was interesting. They both auditioned for Saturday Night Live, and Keenan made it, but Kel did not. And he basically just like cut off, like ignored Kel for many years.
Yeah. It's
kinda
kind of like with Drake and Josh.
That was. You know what's super funny? Have you ever like looked at a Drake and Josh post lately? If you ever, because I follow them on Facebook, dude. If you see their posts, I don't know what it is about Hispanic people and Drake and Josh, dude. All the comments are in Spanish, and all the hate reactions are all from like Hispanic people.
Are you serious?
I don't get it. Like, I don't. Is this something in the Hispanic culture where you invite your best friends to your weddings? Because, man, Hispanic culture took it hard.
I remember that, yeah, where they were beefing over that, yeah.
And for anybody, dude, go on the Facebook page and you'll see what I'm talking about. You'll have nothing to say after that.
I did not know about that. That's crazy, bro.
Drake and Josh. I love Drake and Josh. It was a great show. It was a great show.
It was great. It was bigly.
It was a big. Anyway, man. So tell us a little bit. Oh yeah. So Black Ibanez RG.
Black
man.
Ibanez RG. So
What was that like? What were the first band situations like, man? Trying to play. What amp did you have? Remember the amp competitions back in the day?
oh my God, back in high school.
God, man, this guy would come in with a louder amp, and you'd be like,
Fuck.
everybody's gonna clap for him because they could hear him more.
Yeah, it's so true, man.
That's how it always was.
Yeah.
That's when we learned as kids that loudness was better, just based on people being able to pay attention.
Back then, bigger amp meant bigger dick energy.
Yeah, that's what that translated to back in the day. That was the meme.
Yeah.
This guy would walk in. This guy, yeah, man, I remember that, man. It was unbelievable, dude. And we were working on budget equipment. We had Behringer amps.
I had a Line 6, bro.
Oh, yeah, one of the Line 6 homies, man. I had many friends with Line 6s, man. There was a lot of budget stuff going on back in the day,
Oh,
man.
yeah. So, it came with stock Ibanez Infinity pickups, which were garbage.
Yeah, and
they sounded like shit.
Yeah, they're not good.
So, I saved some money up, and I put in the Mars Evolutions in there.
Oh, sweet.
And I was like, finally, it has life in it.
There's a huge difference, but the pickups in that S behind you are stock, not good, dude. I mean, I make them work for what it is, but they're totally stock. It's crazy.
There's no brand on that.
Just literally, like, and that exactly. Nobody even wants to be attached to that. Besides,
so we want to just take it. We'll tell you.
I mean, you know what? It's, in a way, it's kind of what they do. Mid-price guitars are a lot like bass level cars. It's like they come without the radio, without the extra stuff, without the Bose speakers. Like they come without all these extra things, and you're like, yeah, but I got it at like $15K, And then it's like, yeah, that's why. It came with cloth seats.
Yeah. Not pleather.
Pleather,
yeah. Not even leather.
Yeah, exactly. You end up with shit like that, and the world of guitar works a lot the same way.
It does.
With guitar pickups, they just, the way they're able to take off a couple of $100 is by giving you those stock pickups. Made by but if you ever get Duncan designed, what's funny, as a teenager in Sam Ash, or music stores, any Guitar Center, whatever, they teach you to hate Duncan design pickups.
They do. That's true.
They tell you, like, yeah, but you'll want to change those.
You want to get the EMGs, okay?
Yep, exactly. Yeah, especially at that time. EMGs right now, Fishman is the new EMG.
Yeah,
everybody's using Fishman Fluence.
I see Fishmans everywhere now.
Tosin uses them.
Tosin, fucking Killswitch Engage. Oh my god.
Yeah, yeah. Even it's funny, and the EMGs were they still are a thing, but right now everybody's on Fishman.
No, but it's funny because I only have one guitar now with EMGs in it.
Okay,
but I've always preferred the Duncan Blackouts.
Passive pickups, right? So yeah.
They're still active.
Blackouts are passive.
Yeah.
I mean, active. I mean,
yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
The Meg Thompson signature pickups.
Didn't know that. Cool,
bro.
Wow,
they're juicy.
Wow. So wait, so the blackout pickups were made by Seymour Duncan?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
because I didn't like I'm out of the loop a little bit with the newer metal. So like Gent is a new beast.
Yeah,
it's a genre that's turned into like a monster, man.
Yeah,
because it grew more than a lot of other genres.
It's grown exponentially over the past like 10 years.
Yeah, man. Yeah. There's an appeal to it though.
Yeah.
And it's funny. People that make gent music are like. It's funny. I look at their Instagram posts and think a lot of them are like engineers and like a lot of them are like
they're all drummers. Yeah. So they know the freaking time signatures perfectly.
Yeah, you got a lot of that out there, man. Yeah, it's crazy when I think of. And gent, for anybody that does not know, gent is like I don't want to say it's a new genre anymore. It's a genre
that's been around since Meshuggah in the freaking late 80s.
Is Meshuggah the inventor? A lot of people do call them the inventors.
Pretty sure they are. Yeah.
That's kind of crazy.
I haven't heard anybody else doing it before them.
Yeah, no. And Meshuggah's pretty great, man. Sorry. We started talking about Meshuggah. I don't, what? Me and Sebas are meeting each other for the first time, so we're catching up on a lot of stuff right now. I know it's been a little bit of an episode's been everywhere, but let's talk. I know we started talking about Meshuggah. Let's talk to you a little bit about mixing really quick, because I know you mentioned that you were mixing the album. So when you say mixing, man, I mean, from the way you make it sound, you actually take it seriously.
I'm trying to. It's very tedious.
Well, yeah, exactly, man. And the thing is, some people, they don't even look at it as a part of the process. They'll just be like, I'm just gonna level it out and boom. But mixing is much more. And then there's mastering, which is an even more like ridiculous thing after that.
I haven't even fucking done mastering yet.
Like, how do you? It's tough finding the definitions.
It is, yeah.
Because it's like people keep pushing it every day. So one definition, somebody's like, nah, we don't care. We're gonna make it louder.
Like. Mixing in a nutshell is making it go from a turd to somewhat of less of a turd.
Yeah, it's never done.
It's never done.
A mix is never done.
Because you have to EQ everything. You have to compress everything. You have to make sure the levels are good. Make sure the tones are good. Make sure nothing's out of fucking tune. Make sure the vocals are synchronized properly. The list goes on, and I want to fucking shoot myself.
It's true, man. And there's so many ways to do something. Like,
Yeah.
you could either, some people, do additive EQ. They'll add EQ to the, they'll add bass to a vocal, Other people will cut all the bass from one vocal, double it, cut all the high end on the second track, keep only bass, between like 60 and 80 hertz, just that little gap.
Yeah.
They'll keep just that gap, and they'll compress the gap just to make the bass and the vocal higher. There's so many ways, like to push that, and it's just about how much you want to push it. Mixing,
It's just a huge puzzle. That's all it is.
it's really about just getting... Yes, please, my love. Would you like another drink, my man?
I would.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, my love.
Thank you very much.
The lovely Claudio.
So yeah, like mixing is just a huge fucking puzzle because
Yes.
there are so many ways where you can get the desired product, but once you have a certain method planned out, that could be your go-to for a whole record if you want.
Absolutely.
And then you can just fine-tune each track here and there to get it to whatever the client wants or you want.
Yeah. I completely agree. No, and I've always thought of it. I'm big on analogies on Shut Up and Talk. I've always thought of mixing as like fitting stuff into a suitcase.
Yeah, yeah.
I've always, because I'm like,
Literally.
man, we got so much shit to put inside the suitcase. I'm like, all right, let's make it all fit. And I've always thought about like the bass, the low end being the jeans.
Yeah.
It's like the heaviest part where you're like, I gotta be smart about this.
Yeah.
'Cause
The
if
jeans and the shoes.
The jeans and the shoes, man. Yeah, exactly. And I was saying like socks and things like that become like the extra high end.
All your mids
know?
with the t-shirts.
Yeah,
Underwear.
past 12K, you
Yeah.
know? Yeah, 12 to 13K and above or whatever, that's like all your,
Underwear, lingerie, all that.
yeah,
all
the
that
little
good stuff.
Yeah, and that's and you got to make it all fit into this metaphorical suitcase of sound.
Which is the size of a carry-on.
Yeah, 25 pounds or less. They I don't know if they still enforce that, but that was a big thing at that time, man.
I think so. Yeah, I used to work at the airport. That they were very strict about.
Oh,
that.
did you?
Yeah.
What was that like working at the
It
airport?
was very interesting. Very.
My cat's still attacking you right now?
He's very entranced by my leg.
It's getting
What is it?
inquisitive. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out watching the show so far.
Thank
We
you
got
very
about
much.
Sorry, guys. I haven't paid attention to the chat in a little bit because we started talking and my chat has not been updated. We got about 11 people hanging out right now. I don't know if they still enforce that, but that was a big thing. Ah, well, at least I know the audio sounds good. It just echoed through.
Perfect.
Yay. And we got Omniscient Atlas saying Scooby-Doo chase music. Yes.
Wait, who said that?
Omniscient Atlas, another fellow musician.
Oh, nice.
And my best friend, actually.
Nice.
Charles in the chat says Absolve is a charger, Adhera is a challenger. Same house, different styles.
What?
Charles Waldron.
Oh, that's my singer.
Oh, cool. What's going on, Charles?
Okay, Charles, I'll agree with you on that.
Pleasure
Just
to meet
because
you.
I love you, okay? Okay. Going back to that, okay, Charles, I got one for you. Absolve is the Challenger Hellcat. The Andera is the Demon.
I've not heard of the Demon. Is it crazier than the Hellcat? It sounds crazier than a Hellcat.
The Challenger Demon is the world's first street legal production drag car.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It has 840 fucking horsepower. Ah! Yeah.
Why don't you just go jump off a cliff and get the same thrill?
Like,
Wow.
I've watched so many videos on it, and they break it down to the fucking bare minimum. Like, you could take out the passenger seat.
Hey! Sorry, guys. I just screamed into the thing.
I apologize for that.
I apologize for that. I just whoever's in a car right now is just like ducked.
You're sure to allow us fucking
For real.
So for the Demon, you can take out the passenger seat. They take
That
out
time,
the.
man.
I think so. Yeah, I used to work. Sorry, guys, I sound fucking terrible.
No, you don't. You said for the Demon you could take out the.
You could take out the passenger seat if you want to.
Oh.
Their AC is to cool the engine. It has liquid cooling like a fucking PC.
Like a PC.
I'm dead serious. It can cool up to 40 degrees. Yeah. And then the two front headlights, they're gone. They're air vents.
What?
Yeah.
Where are the headlights?
Well, I mean, they're still there, but you're
okay.
missing two of them.
Jesus.
And the hood scoop is like this fucking big.
Whoa, man.
Yeah.
So you like cars?
Yeah. You could
Are
say
you
that.
one of those that appreciates the aesthetics more than how the motors work and all the other things, or what?
I appreciate both.
Okay, cool. Because I mean, to me, I'm more on the aesthetic side only because I don't know how the motors and all that work.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know the specific. Like, man, I had friends that used to bring car magazines to school. You remember that back in the day?
I used to be that guy.
Well, okay, so now I see where you're at. So you have the knowledge. That's good.
I mean, you know, I haven't been into like the mechanics side of cars for years because music took over. But you know, when I read up on this car, I'm like, holy, this car is insane.
Yeah.
Because they also sell you this kit for $1.
Oh.
Where it comes with a jack stand. It comes with 2 very slim front tires to go to the track
No way.
for $1.
How? What?
I don't know. That's just how they fucking work.
That's kind of crazy, man. You know, it's funny. I had a 96 Mustang.
Nice.
Had a 96 Mustang. It was not very good. It was probably the worst experience of my life. First of all, I bought it from a teenager, which never buy a car from a teenager. That's just that sounds like
God.
It sounds obvious, but it's you'll never notice until you'll use excuses like, well, he's my neighbor.
Yeah.
You know, and
The car looks like shit.
and my neighbor's a mechanic. So, you know, I'm buying it from his kid. There's a no, once the money's been given, they don't give a fuck.
No, they don't give a fuck
About you.
No, they don't.
They don't even know your name anymore at that point.
They're like, what? Money? Oh, okay.
Yeah. And it was funny because like I did it and I tried to talk to the guy and I was like, hey man, I was like the car is kind of giving me a lot of issues, man. I was like, I don't know if we could. And he's like, oh sorry man, you know. He's like, well, you know, the money you gave me, I kind of already spent it on something, you know. I was like, of course you did. Fucking shithead.
Of course.
I'd hang you upside down by your fucking ankles. I'm kidding. He was a big fat kid. I couldn't do that. But still.
But if you get the chance for the...
I would hang him upside down. No. If I get the chance, absolutely I would.
That was great.
Thank you.
There's this...
Sorry, Paul in the chat says, did Gene Simmons trademark / the quotations the demon? Did Gene Simmons...
Wait, which Paul?
Paul Andres.
Paul Andreas.
That's funny. Well, that sounds like something Gene Simmons would do.
Probably.
He tried to trademark this, didn't he? Or
No,
was it this?
That was Dio, bro.
Was it Dio that tried? Oh, that invented it or tried to
Dio
trademark
invented
it?
that shit.
I did not know that. It's almost like he looks at it as like a way to get treats or something.
Can I help you, Lagaro?
We're gonna get a cat. We're gonna get a cat cam soon, guys.
That would be awesome, dude.
Yeah, I could do it. I could plug
Just
one.
strap a GoPro to his head and see where he goes.
Oh my god, that'd be
sick.
That'd actually be amazing.
But yeah, there's this Facebook page called Dona Media, where it's pretty much everything about cars. But there's this one subsection called Up to Speed, where they'll give you history on certain cars like once a week. And they have one for the Demon, so if you want to go watch that one.
Yeah, I'll definitely check that out.
They explain everything about that car. It's so
You know,
amazing.
I used to watch a YouTuber. I think his name is like That Guy in Blue or something like that. He's like a really popular YouTuber that he reviews cars and he has a big community of people that, you know, they'll drive their cars all the way to him just for him to test them out.
Yeah, I've heard of him.
He'll make videos and stuff, and he makes pretty good. You know, he has good music in his videos. So check that out at least. Cars are cool, man. I always appreciated the aesthetic more, just like I said, just because I didn't know, you know, but. Like, you know, Lamborghinis and Ferraris and stuff. I love looking at those just because they're so,
They're so nice.
Yeah,
they're so fucking pretty.
They just got so many edges, and the way that they paint them, like they make the paint work with the angles so that they always look good on the street or in the photography. You know, they're just like a work of art. It's like architecture. You know?
Is. Yeah.
Right? Like I look at certain buildings and I'm just like, wow, like somebody made that, man.
Yeah. Did you see the new Bugatti?
I can't remember what it looks like, but somebody posted it on Facebook recently. It looked
$12 million.
Yes, that's exactly that. You know, it's funny. That's what was in the headline. It was the $12 million.
God, dude.
The new Bugatti. The new Gotti. Oh my
New
god.
Gotti, who this?
The new and new Gotti. Oh my god, like new metal. Did you grow up listening to new metal? I did.
Yeah.
I was a new metal kid.
Not Limp Bizkit, you know.
Yeah, I was dude. I was listening to Nookie the other day.
Oh god, Nookie.
Dude, the mixing on that album was just top notch,
Yeah.
or at least that one song, top notch, man. Like, wow. You know, even on the sample, like that they you know, like they use like samples and stuff, and then they'll have like the guitar and all sorts of stuff. You know, like all the elements, the samples that the DJ is using or whoever. Man, even those are mixed just like top notch, man. Like heavy bass lines behind the sample. I don't even know how to describe it. Just there's a reason why it sounds good. Anyway, thank you everybody for hanging out in the chat so far. We got Charles saying, "Nah, my analogy was better." Paul
all right, Charles. I see you.
Paul Andres says Paul from Jamina or Jamina.
Oh, Jamina.
Jamina.
Why is it Andres? I know him as Paul Valera.
Cool name.
Yeah. Which, by the way, they're playing the next show, the local throwdown.
We're at
Churchill's.
Cool.
March 23rd.
March 23rd. Be there or be square, dogs. Square. Be L7. But
that show's gonna be wild.
tell me about coming back to the stage. That was one of the topics, man. So you're gonna be performing after a while, apparently, right?
After about a year and a half, yeah. My last show was September 2017. Opening for Dark Tranquility.
Oh, cool, man.
Yeah.
So what was the how come the break? You just needed one, or life situations, or
that's a story within itself, bro. That's a loaded question.
Hey, man.
I will summarize it in about 30 seconds.
Go for it, brother. Go for it.
Pretty much half the band quit in one day.
Christ Almighty.
Yeah. And
wow.
This was after we announced that we were going to do that show.
Oh.
So then we just ended up playing the show, just me and my drummer, which is how the band started, like 4 years ago.
Wow.
So it was pretty poetic. That
Cool.
ends how it started.
Full circle.
But that night was so emotional, bro.
Wow, man.
So emotional.
Do you? I mean, I'm not trying to make this like a radio moment, but do you want to get into why the band quit? What happened there? Was it just a disagreement, or was it just like that's tough, man. That's a tough feeling. I have a good friend right now who's going through a rebirth of his band, and
if any of them are watching, it's whatever. So, the very, 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 very long story short, my other guitar player, he was going through some stuff at home.
Okay.
So, which I understand completely. I wasn't knocking him for it. So he said, "Hey guys, I'm going through a lot of shit. I'm gonna have to move out of the state, because of money and stuff. So I have to leave the band."
Okay.
Which I understood completely. I'm not gonna fault him for that.
No.
What sucked is that I was on the way to go see Guns N' Roses for the first time ever, and I've never seen them live, and they're my fucking favorite '80s band, and then I get that message from this guy, and I'm like,
damn it.
So I was like, do I go see Guns N' Roses or do I go
try to fix this?
Yeah. So I went to go fix it.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's people may not look at it as a sacrifice. I think it is. That's huge.
Yeah.
That's big.
Considering all the shit that we did in just 3 years.
And considering music means like everything to you.
Yeah.
Like your inspirations are like the reason why you are the person you are today, isn't it?
Yeah. So I get to his house and we talk about it. He says, "Yeah, I have to leave," and all that kind of stuff. So like, okay, that's fine. I understand. I'm not judging you for it.
Right.
So then, about 5 seconds later, my old bass player hits me with, "I'm leaving too."
Oh shit.
And I'm like,
was this contagious?
Yeah, I'm like,
sorry.
Pero why? Why?
Guay.
Pero like why? So it pretty much boiled down to where it just couldn't be fixed, bro. Like, it sucks, but a band really fucking is like a relationship.
Yeah.
If you don't nurture it, it's gonna fucking fall apart. Yeah. Which that was all of our faults because we got so mixed up in the behind the scenes stuff of marketing, of merch, planning shows, website, that we just
looking into the future can hurt, man.
Exactly. So we forgot how to just hang out and drink a fucking beer.
Yeah, enjoying the present, right?
Which we never did. That was all of our faults.
It happens. It happens. Though,
it happens. Everything happens for a fucking reason.
Especially in such a competitive environment like today, where it's not that you want to succeed because you're selfish or something like that. It's just because when you want it to be a source of income and when you also want to have a great time, and then when you also want to look out for your bandmates' interest. At the end of the day, if you don't make any money in the band, your bandmate doesn't either.
Exactly.
Most of the time.
Exactly. Yeah.
Unless you're like one of the old bands where they
the
like
old jazz bands where they just have hired guns and shit.
Yeah, or like where the splits like in the Rolling Stones or something
really bad. Yeah,
like 80-20 type. Anyway, but like it's understandable. Like it's hard, man, and especially when everybody's on their own timeline. I mean, people want to have kids and people want to start families and people are like we get older every day.
Yeah.
So a day that's gone is a day that's gone.
Exactly.
Out
You
of
can't get
history.
it back.
Exactly, man. So I can't blame people for wanting to do that because they're trying to look out for themselves and their families. Which is like, but at the same time, it's like a band it's a project.
Yeah, it's your fucking blood you're putting into this shit,
Absolutely, man.
But what really like got under my skin is that like this guy, he never left. Like he just stayed in Miami.
So
I was like,
I knew the story was gonna end up there.
I was like, so you fucking started a domino effect and you didn't leave the fucking city. Why?
Sounds about right.
Like, why would you do this? But looking back at it, it was for the best.
Yeah, it's just there's better there's better ways to communicate.
Yeah, I mean, regardless of what accolades we had or what success we had,
yes,
it was gonna happen eventually.
Absolutely.
Being
man.
very blunt, it was gonna happen eventually. But
wow. Well, my friend, I have to urinate very badly, but in the meantime, would you mind if we played any of the tunes from what you sent me? If we played one? Because I forgot, guys. I bought a new mixer, so now I can plug my phone into the mixer, and we could just play audio off the rip.
Nani?
Where is that from? Is that Japanese?
Yeah, it's from anime.
Yes, I was about to say. I was like, oh man, that sounds too.
Okay,
Cool. Feel free to look through the list. It should be loading the Dropbox right there.
all right, let's see.
With this mixer, the show's been able to be taken to a new level, and I like it.
A whole new world.
Oh my fuck, dude! The new trailer looks so.
That shit's so bad.
No,
bro.
it looks so bad, dude.
I couldn't believe Will Smith, man.
Hey, man. Yeah. Hey.
And you ever heard of me?
I am the genie. I'm playing a serious character, but it's gonna get funny in 2 seconds.
Exactly, because he's Will Smith.
Exactly, because I'm me, and you're expecting to laugh. And that's exactly what the trailer was. My goodness.
It was crazy. Oh yeah.
Anyway, feel free to play whichever one. Which one would you like to play?
Okay, so I'm gonna play a track called "Fade Away."
Cool.
This track I wrote it in 2 days.
Wow.
After my ex and I broke up.
Oh.
It was a very bad breakup.
Yeah, it's intense.
A lot of emotion in this song, so I hope you people enjoy this one.
Enjoy it.
You're gonna hear this live at Churchill's in a couple weeks.
Oh, sweet. Go ahead, click it, and then we'll turn the audio up.
Sweet.
Oh, that's the ringtone. Let's turn the media
Let's
up.
turn the actual media up.
All right. And
Am I gonna blast my ears
sorry.
out?
Can you
Oh yeah.
click it one more time? Sorry. New technology, folks.
You can't do your technology.
Yeah, I can't keep up. What the? Hold up.
There we go.
Yeah. Enjoy, homies. Sounds pretty fucking good.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Oh, hey. Oh, beautiful.
Thank you.
And that was
Fade Away.
Fade Away by Divisional Void. Homies, put some South in your mouth. That's pretty great.
Thank you, bro.
You know what's funny? The one of the breakdowns in there actually reminds me a lot of Slipknot.
Really?
Down.
That's actually the chorus.
Yeah, man, it reminds me of what's the song? It could be like Eyeless or something like that. I think it was Eyeless from the.
I think it was Eyeless. Wait,
from
the first record, yeah.
Yeah, or the self-titled record. Which was that the first one?
No,
I don't remember.
Yeah,
It was whichever was the self-titled one.
yeah, that was the first one.
It was like number 3, Kansas, California, with that Marlon Brando's eye.
Who the fuck sent me a pic?
Nudes.
No, because I have this group chat with the people from the show, and someone sent a picture of me on my phone on
Nudes?
the fucking
No.
podcast.
Oh, cool, man. Sweet. Thank you, everybody. We're gonna let me go ahead and open up the YouTube page again. Let me go ahead and bring that up. Let me turn the media down again so we don't hear my stupid voice coming through. My stupid voice. Anyway, guys, Divisional Void, man. Like, so
Yeah.
where did the name come from?
That actually came from
What does that mean?
Charles.
What does that mean to you guys? Pretty cool.
Hey, Charles, I know you're watching. You want to answer that one for me, please? Because
Yeah, feel free, Charles. Go ahead. Go.
Because I know he came up with the fucking name, but I forgot what the meaning was to him. Because the lyrics he writes, they come from a very, very angry and hurt place.
Mm-hmm.
So
Where's a lot of things come from, right? I'm sure a lot of your riffs come from there too.
sometimes, yeah.
Cool.
But for him, the lyrics are purely just getting his anger out, which is understandable.
Yeah.
So Absolve is pretty much, from his perspective, he's pretty much cleansing himself of all the bullshit he's went through, for the past like 5 or 6 years.
Yeah, it's enough time for bullshit to build up. No lie, 5-6 years, man. That was always the question in high school, right? Where are you gonna be in the next 5 years? Fucking dead. Yeah. Another Slipknot reference, almost, right?
For
Spit
real.
it out.
Yes.
Where are you gonna be in the next 5 years? That was always the. That was always the me and my friend, my best friend growing up, every time we mention Slipknot, we're always like, where are you going to be in the next 5 years? That's always the line. That's always like, I don't know why it always reminds me of, it's like the SpongeBob theme song almost, that little line. It's like so silly. Oh, man. Chrome straight to the dome. Oh, my God. So cringy. So good.
It was so good, though.
It was great. Oh,
you couldn't help but love it.
No, man. And then they came out with, I missed Iowa, the album. Like,
that was a fucking banger,
and
dude.
it was the best one, probably, because I listened to some of the singles where they made and I'm like, just these singles are better than the other album.
The Heretic
almost.
Anthem is fucking amazing.
Oh, my God. Dude, the Heretic Anthem. Where's the other one? What's the one with
People Equal Shit.
People Equal Shit? That was on the second album? That was on Iowa?
That was on Iowa, yeah.
Wow, that's a great one. I didn't even know. I downloaded those back in the day. I bought the first CD, but the Iowa I didn't get, and then I bought Volume 3, which was
Volume 3 has some good gems on it.
which was great.
I loved Pulse of the Maggots.
Oh my God, we are the pulse of the maggots, man.
Yeah,
So
that was
good.
great.
Even the Vermilions were cool. That was like when they went acoustic, and I was like, oh. I remember, it was funny. I remember trying to learn Vermilion acoustic on my acoustic guitar, and seeing the tunings, and it was like I'd never messed with alternate tuning before.
Yeah.
And I just saw that, and I was like, I'll do this
Fuck
later.
it.
Yeah, I was like, I'll do this later. Never did.
I didn't mess with alternate tunings until maybe like 3-4 years later.
Same here when Opeth came out with Ghost
Yeah.
Reveries.
Yes. Yeah.
And then they
Dude.
did Dad Fad,
Yeah.
which is what
Ooh.
my 12 string is in Dad Fad right now.
Yes.
Sounds beautiful. Yeah.
That's gorgeous.
Dang, the lovely Claudia got me that for my birthday.
Nice.
Yeah, 12 string. I was really interested. Well, I love the 12 string now. I've always wanted one, never had one. And they're really nice, man. I love the I don't know how to describe it. The feeling of playing that type of guitar is very different. You feel like you're in like a different universe.
Yeah.
You know, very hard to describe. Give me a second, homies. I'm trying to bring up the YouTube, but I feel like you know what?
We're trying to talk shit.
I wonder what happened to the internet. You know, like with Facebook and Instagram
I
being
don't know
down.
what happened today, bro.
And then a plane crashed somewhere recently.
Yeah, it crashed in Ethiopian. Yeah.
You know, it makes you wonder. You're like, hey, what's going on, everybody? Is everybody okay?
Is everybody all right? Like, I don't know, Governor. Is everybody okay? Like, when I heard about that, I was like, fuck, it's a brand new airplane, dude.
Yeah, we were like, what's all these broken planes? What's all these scrap metal?
I saw an article that the BBC posted, I think it was yesterday, that they're banning that airplane from British airspace.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was like...
what airline was that, sorry? You said? Did you say that?
Ethiopian Airlines.
Oh, it was actually Ethiopian Airlines? Wow. And I know that there was like a... What is it called? Like the the plane that they use? Like the Boeing 80 something.
It was a 737.
Was the 737? No, it was a different one.
It was a brand new one.
Really? Because there was another. I know that the U.S. Okay, maybe it's a separate but similar story. The U.S. is refusing to ground a certain model plane that's like a Model 8. I believe it begins with an 8. I believe it's not the 737 because that's like tried and true.
I think it's the MD-80.
Could be something like that. It's like it begins with an 8.
No, that wasn't it. No, that's fucking
I don't know.
Douglas.
Some sort of commercial plane, but they've been crashing or whatever. You know, like something happened. They've had like errors in the machine recently, and then the U.S. is like the only country right now that's like refusing to ground them.
See,
like,
I should know that, but the fact I forgot it.
No, I read
Someone there's gonna talk shit about it. I guarantee you.
Let us go ahead and check out the chat as well.
Shit, I know what you're talking about, but I forgot the name.
Hey, what's going on, Abrar? Says, what are you two talking about? Man, we covered so many topics.
We're talking about dicks.
All out.
Dicks out for Harambe.
Dicksout.com. You know what's funny? I had a friend that worked at Dick's Sporting Goods. Right, and then people used to go there. People used to go to the store and be like,
jokes write themselves.
Dude, they used to be like, you know, I can't. Like, they used to go to the store and they'd be like, well, you know, I can't buy this at the moment, but can I go online? They'd be like, yeah, go out. They're like, what's the website? Dicks.com, and they were like, no. It is not Dick's. Dick's Sporting Goods.com. They're like, do not go to Dicks.com.
That's awesome.
I can't even imagine. Wow.
Oh God.
Abrar says, yes. Look at the screen. Yes. What's up, Abrar?
What's up?
How are you, brother? I can't do a Jamaican accent. People just think I'm Trini.
Are you Trini or Jamaican?
I'm Pakistani.
Oh shit!
Which is like from the homeland. You know what I mean? I can't. Yeah.
I work with Trini, so I don't know why I thought you were Trini. You look nothing like them.
But I kind of do because they're just
a little bit.
They're just Indian Jamaican people.
Yeah.
Which is like, all right, you know, cool. But it's just funny because every time I do a Trini, I'm like, man, them, this and that. They're like, yes. They're like real cool. Yes.
See, one of my coworkers, he's Jamaican. And whenever he gets pissed off, that side comes out where he's like, you bomba clock.
Man, them tripping.
So I hope he's watching.
Link up. Link up now.
I forgot to send him the link, bro. He missed a gem right there. Oh my God.
Wherever you are, man. Link up.
Oh my God.
Big time link up. Charles Waldron in the chat says 737 MAX 8.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
That's the one that they banned from the British airspace.
That's ridiculous, though, man. I mean, what's ridiculous is that these planes. I understand machines, they fail. It's a thing that happens. I get it, but my goodness, man, with the amount of money that people get paid to maintain these things, I don't know. How do you prevent it, man? It's so tough. What do you mean? You know, it's a tough time.
It's a bunch of variables.
We're trying to talk instruments and metal, but here we got R. Kelly, we got Michael Jackson, we got planes crashing, we got so many things to talk about.
Part of it just comes down to how well the parts are made.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah,
there's only so much a person can do.
This is true.
Yeah.
I completely agree.
Okay, so Charles says to tell you that he called me a kumquat.
Kumquat. Oh my God.
Bummakla.
A kumquat it's a fruit, is it not?
Yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah, I remember hearing that. You remember there was a character. I don't know why I'm saying this. There was a character on All That back in the day who was like a parody of Snoop Dogg. It was like as a kid, and his name was Leap Froggy Frog.
Oh shit!
Which is just like I don't know why this was a thing. I don't know why I'm even talking about it, but for some reason, because he had another. He was like, I don't even understand this. They had another skit on All That where that same character played like an alien named Crouton.
Yeah.
And then he would call people kumquat, and he had like and he was an alien named Crouton who had an Indian accent.
It was so good, bro.
It's like, I don't know what you're telling. Kumquat.
That show was just so weird, bro. It was. I mean, it wasn't weird. It was great, but.
Jesse Crispino says, "I'll donate if you show your weed stash." Well, first of all, how did you know I even had a weed stash? So second, it was I don't know if we can. You must be one of the intel. It's like, what is this? What is this intelligence?
Hey, who sent you, eh? Who sent you for a stash, eh?
If you want to see my weed stash, you can look at this phone case. It might be right behind this thing.
Ooh, that's quite a stash.
It's right. You want to look at a stash? You twist these ends right.
See, it's a good thing.
You can hear the crispies. Sorry, I just called my mustache crispies. That's disgusting.
At least my beard's crispy.
Rice beard crispies.
You see, comrade, it's a good thing that Bowser is covering the thing in question because you can't see it.
You can't see. You know, you can't. Bowser's like, hey, I got you. I don't know. That's what I imagine Bowser's voice sounds like. Richard in the chat says the mayor of Fort Lauderdale is also trying to ban the plane from landing in Fort Lauderdale. All right, well,
Holy
good.
shit, wow.
Finally, somebody out here is trying to do something that matters. My goodness, thank you.
Tell somebody. Shit.
Yeah, they're not just pocketing the money and hitting up Mikasuki. Christ.
Did you see the whole Bowsette thing months ago?
Oh my God! Yeah, I have. Can you please explain to the beautiful people at home what the Bowsette controversy was all about?
I don't want to, man.
Jesse Crispino says I'm 12. Well, 12 is a beautiful age, man. You know what's funny? Earlier today, I was talking to my coworker about her. You love Momo? Well, Momo's crazy, man. Momo got issues, man. You know, being 12 is that's a beautiful time, dude. I remember what were you doing when you were 12? Thank you. Would you like another drink, my man?
I would love another drink.
Feel free, brother. Thank you, my love. The lovely Claudia. Oh, what? Oh, okay.
Sorry.
She's trying to stay out of the camera, I think.
Oh, okay. 12.
12.
Probably playing Legend of Zelda.
Nice. I was playing Tony Hawk at 12.
That too, yeah.
I was playing a lot of Tony Hawk. I was drawing a lot.
Yeah.
Did you do a lot of? Did you start on visual art?
Yeah, back in like elementary school, middle school. Just
Same
like
here, man.
Shit.
Oh, come on. It's like my cat saw you and he's like,
"Is the pussy is back for the love?"
The pussy keeps coming back. My birthday, Jesse Crispino says my birthday is on the 20th. Dude, happy birthday, my friend.
Hey, mine's the 21st.
And my best friend's birthday is on the 19th, so it's like a lineup of good birthdays. Yeah.
Good shit.
Enjoy your birthday, my man. Cheers to you. I can't show you the weed stash if I even have one, but...
Oh, God. So yeah, oh my God, the Bowsette thing.
Oh, Bowsette.
That was such a clusterfuck.
So okay, what happened with Bowsette? That was like a cosplay, or was that like a what if character that turned into like a storyline? What? Can you guys hear my cat?
He smells my pussy. He smells my other pussy on me. That came out so fucking wrong, Jesus. I cannot wait to see what fucking Charles puts in the chat now.
That was one of the best quotes on Shut Up and Talk of all time. Shut up, let's talk. The slogan. He smells my pussy. What could I do? It was.
What could go wrong, comrade? Eh?
It was love at first sight. Oh my God.
I honestly don't know where the origin stemmed from, but the results were just fucking priceless, dude.
The origin of pussy is...
No, the origin of Bowsette. I don't know where it came from, but the results were a great day, like a...
Oh, I think it was because there was a feature in a new Mario game where...
It was a Peach crown, wasn't it?
It was a Peach thing, or it was like somebody would turn into like a Bowser form of whatever they were, and it was a different character. So then the internet got an idea of what if Peach got turned into a Bowser form.
Good old Rule 34.
And they, and you'll find out.
For you young kids watching,
Hit your local.
just Google it.
Hit your local Pornhub. And
Here's your local 4chan board today.
oh my god, dude. You know what's funny? I just found out about 8chan. I've never been there, but I found out about 8chan. I'm like,
There's 16chan, there's 2chan, there's a bunch of fucking different chan.
16chan.
Comrade, I'm telling you, there are many chans all over the fucking internet, okay?
The internet, my friend, is an ocean full of...
Duh. It's an ocean full of chans.
It's an ocean full of ocean.
Okay, wait. Charles says to read the description. Oh.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
He answered what divisional void meant. Okay.
Oh, sorry. And I don't know if he means read the description as in the title that I have written for the show.
No, he means a comment that he put.
Oh, okay. My God.
Okay, so so divisional void, it means it's a void that divides you from who you really are.
Oh, cool.
It represents many things, vices, toxic relationships, vindictive thoughts, and of the liking. Thank you, Charles.
Oh, sweet. Thank you.
Now I know what my band name means.
Sweet.
Because I always liked it, but I'm kidding, Charles. I knew what it meant. I just wanted you to put it in the chat, okay? I love you.
Absolutely. Uh-oh.
Oh,
Oh,
bye.
good. Enjoy. This is live TV,
Oh,
folks. Enjoy.
shit.
Everybody sit at home and get comfortable. I just updated the little scrolly dealy on the bottom.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Hey, we're looking pretty good on the podcast, my man. I haven't taken a look. You know, I gotta work on my weight a little bit. I gotta work on these muffin tops right here.
Yeah, that's not look at me.
Anyway.
That's why I'm a sucking in, comrade.
Jesse says goodbye 12. You know what? Good fucking riddance to 12.
Yeah, fuck 12.
It only gets better. That's what R. Kelly did. It only gets. Ouch. We're not supposed to make that.
Nothing but a number.
Oh my god! So many clues. Goodbye
I gave you
12.
so many clues.
It only gets better from here, my friend. Don't worry, man. Trust me. 12 was a good time, but
12 was good, but 29 is you dying slowly.
wait till you're 15, man. 15 time takes off when
15,
you're 15.
your life changes.
Yeah, right. You find yourself a good social group. Do kids have places to hang out these days? I don't know, right?
I remember back when I was in high school, fucking, we used to walk to the 7-Eleven. There were like these fucking power transformers, and all the kids would just like hover.
Gather, yeah. It was like Pokemon at that time. Things
Yeah.
just gather around,
Pokemon,
you know?
Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, things going around at that time. Oh, come on.
What is it?
My cat's getting increasingly
I'm
frustrated.
telling you, he smells the pussy at my home.
Can you?
Come here.
Sorry.
Such an aggressive pussy.
Shut Up, Let's Talk, episode 75. Cat takes over. The cat takeover. Look, he's smart. Oh, look, see, the lovely Claudia has lured the beast outside with treats.
The beast goes to slumber at night.
The beast from the east. My God, that cat is a menace, but I love him to death. My God, that's what happens when I said it last week. Love is a tough thing, man. Love.
It is.
Love is scary, dude.
It is.
People are willing to kill for love.
Yeah.
Isn't that scary, dude?
That's crazy.
Man, not a lot of people are willing to kill for anything. People are willing to kill for love or war. Those are like two things.
Some people kill for weed.
Yeah, all is fair in love and war. You know, it's like, well, yeah. I guess the people are willing to fucking kill you for both. Mm-hmm. That's probably why. Mm-hmm. It's fair because people are willing to do some wild shit. Anyway, man,
Everyone's fucking crazy.
what is? Paul Andres says, trial and error, FAA. The trial and error is everything, man. That's kind of how I even.
Yeah.
That's how I started the podcast. That's how I started making music. It's how I did anything in life, man. Like, I just, especially learning the podcast, trying to get a podcast together. It's not that hard, but at the same time, it's a growing process,
Yeah.
man. Well, especially when you don't have enough microphones or an interface or a mixer or anything like that in the beginning. We used to just record ourselves on our cell phones. We used to just take
Oh, yeah?
We used to put sound recorder and just talk while we were
Oh,
holding
shit.
it out.
Okay, nice.
And then at the end, I would tell everybody to send me their stuff, and I used to edit these little test episodes, and I, just make little test episodes for a while, until the show became a thing. Charles Waldron says Xbox Live. Xbox Live. What is that? When you were 12? What do you mean?
No. Okay, so Charles clarified the whole Bowsette thing. Because according to him, I don't fucking know what it means, which is fine. I never fucking knew what it meant.
That's good.
He says,
probably,
it's a
right?
crown that turns Toadette into Princess Peach.
Oh, Christ almighty.
Yeah! Yeah.
That was amazing. That was great. That was the best moment. That was the. That was like that politician. I can't remember who he was. He was like,
oh my god, I know what you're talking about.
we're gonna go here. We're gonna go here, and then we're gonna go there, and then we're gonna do this. Yeah. He just made some crazy noise, man. It was the best. The original meme, almost. That was like the birth of memes, almost. Oh my god, that was like viral fame at its you know, at its origin.
According to Charles, I had one job, and I am not calling myself a pussy. Let me be clear. I said he was smelling the pussy in my house. My fucking cat in my house.
Oh
fucking
god,
kumquat, bitch.
I hope people start calling pussies fucking cats instead. Come touch my fucking cat.
Hey, look, the pussy's putting his foot under the door.
He's pussyfooting almost. Oh my god,
that was great, eh?
Terrible. That's terrible, guys. That's like Andy. That's like Andy Griffith show.
Oh my
Andy Griffith show level of.
Oh god.
I'm a big fan of I Love Lucy.
Yeah.
You've been on. Sorry, you know how I even found out about you was I'm sure I listened to an episode of you
JC?
on JC's podcast,
Yeah.
The Throne, which I will be on Monday.
Oh, shit, really?
I'll be recording again on Monday.
I was just there on Monday with Charles.
Oh, sweet, man.
Yeah. So that's dropping on Friday.
You know, it's funny. I looked at JC's podcast. It's called the Throne Podcast on SoundCloud and maybe other places.
Shout out to JC.
Shout out to JC, cool podcaster in the local area.
Yeah.
And you know, I don't know that many other podcasters, so it feels fun when I get to talk to people who do this. And I heard your episode, and it was hilarious, man.
Was it the one which is with me and Charles, or just me?
It was just you.
Oh god.
It was just
I
you
know
and
what you're
JC.
talking about. I know what you're talking about.
You talked about having a stomach bug,
Bro.
And you had to shit yourself. And then JC started.
It was terrible. Yeah. I love JC's story, bro.
Yeah, because he came right. I was expecting him to play the straight man and be like, "Wow, that's crazy," but he was like, "Yeah, dude, same."
He
shit.
was like, I'll do you one better, man.
Yeah. Was that your impression of JC? Because it sounded just like him. You like
no, but I guess you're right.
You turned into him for a second. It's like the slightly like southern accent, but not really.
Oh, word?
I don't know what you did there. What kind of was it? Sounded just like him. It was funny.
No, but oh man, his story. He was a trooper, man. He stuck it out through the whole set.
And he plays and he plays drums. That's a lot of
That's
leg
worse,
movement.
man.
It's a lot of
That's so much worse.
That's a lot of instability with the leg movements. I don't know how I'd feel.
It's like you said one wrong movement and you're fucked. The bug I had was terrible, dude. I don't know where I got it from, dude. Like,
Chipotle, right? Did you mention Chipotle?
no, that was him. That was
Oh,
JC.
he got his from Chipotle.
I don't know where I got mine from, but I had to miss like 2 days of work because, dude, it was bad.
2 days. Wow,
bad.
that's rough, man.
Like, dude, I was
That's actual food poisoning.
out of my ass. Like, dude, I would just lay in bed and I would just like,
Here we go again.
Sleep, and then I'll be like, oh, here we go again. And then, dude, every fucking 10 minutes, bro, is just terrible.
I think the worst thing is when you have to shit and vomit at the same time.
Luckily, I've not experienced that. I hope I don't ever experience that, but
Happened to me once.
it sounds fucking terrible.
I was 11 when it happened to me.
Oh, dude.
And yeah, I was in Pakistan at the time too, which I'm like, great, this is the best thing to happen in a third world. Well, I don't know if Pakistan's a third world country. Probably not. Maybe it's a second world country. Who knows?
Who knows?
Because nobody ever compares it to third world. Maybe it's second.
That's true.
Yeah, right. They always, when you hear third world, you always hear what Cambodia. You always hear like everybody always. Sorry, I mean, Cambodians are cool. I just my one of the. I got a friend who's Cambodian. I do.
Nice.
Yeah, my trainer at my job was Cambodian, and she was a hard ass, but one of the coolest teachers ever.
Nice.
Anyway, yeah, man, I had to throw up and shit, which is the worst, man. So it's like you gotta prioritize. You gotta like, all right. So I'm shitting now. I'm gonna wipe, stand, flush, wait, then throw up.
I think the important question to ask is, what's gonna go in the bathtub?
Oh,
Is it
man.
my ass or my face?
The tough part was that in Pakistan they had in this specific bathroom they have a weird system over there.
Yeah.
Now imagine a bathroom like what we have normally, but instead of the stand-up shower having like a barrier and a curtain, it just doesn't.
Oh.
It's literally just like if you get water all over your fucking toilet, that's just
Good luck.
Yeah, it's literally just like a stand-up shower with like a hose type of deal.
Oh shit.
Like it's like what you like, you could either put it there or keep it around you, and there's no barrier. Like
Well, I
water
mean-
is just everywhere, and then they like it drifts into like the drain hole.
Holy shit. Well, I mean, if you're in that situation, it's better for you. Less to clean up.
Yeah, the whole place is wet. Yeah, fuck it. The whole shit's underwater. Might as well just roll.
I know, right?
That's basically what it was. It was crazy, man. It was, you know. And I was looking at they even had a toilet. A lot of the toilets over there, you got to like squat down.
Oh,
it's like just like
fuck.
I don't want to say a hole in the ground because it's not like that
But
necessarily.
it's pretty reminiscent of that.
It's just got like 2 like foot stands.
Oh.
And you just got to crouch down and go for it. Like it's like a yeah. It's like what
That's
you see.
nuts.
Yeah, man, it's really weird. And I never used those. I was like, thankfully, like I said, thankfully they had a toilet in the house. Like toilets were a new thing in 2001 and 2 at that time. It was a simpler time to say the least, folks. Anyway, thank you so much, guys, for joining us on YouTube.
Thank you
this
for
time.
coming. Thank you, outside. Thank you.
For real, right? We had to do the episode on YouTube today. The Facebook was just going nuts all day, right?
Fucking Facebook, bro.
Facebook and Instagram and apparently WhatsApp as well.
Too, yeah.
Yeah, thankfully, like we were able to send messages through WhatsApp, but we didn't have to. I didn't know the WhatsApp was messed up too, which is kind of crazy. It's funny when the internet goes down. It's interesting.
Everyone loses their shit.
Everybody does lose their fucking mind.
Yeah.
I bet the bars and everything must be packed tonight.
Right?
I bet because nobody has anything to do. They're like,
It's
you know
like,
what? Fuck it, let's step out.
I can't shitpost. I'll get drunk. Fuck it.
Right? If I didn't have to work tomorrow, man, what, we might even be at the local watering hole. we might just be there.
That's true, man.
I'm telling you, and it was super fun. The whole day I was wondering, like, is it a thing with my service? Is my phone
I was thinking the
service
same
messed up?
thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, oh, this never happens. It's crazy how integrated we are.
How dependent people become on social media.
Yeah, I mean,
Crazy.
I mean, you know what? They designed it in a way where like we almost can't even blame ourselves. Like, how do we blame ourselves for being?
You dropped DK. Good job.
For real, right? You know what's funny? I never played the original Donkey Kong.
Oh, really?
I skipped the NES generation.
Oh shit.
I started my console was my SNES right there. That's the one I had from when I was a kid.
Super Mario.
That is the one. Yeah, dude. And that
Hell yeah, dude.
Super Nintendo was the only life I wanted to know. Donkey Kong Country, Mario All Stars, like that. Oh my god, dude.
Yeah.
So good, dude. Final Fight 3, I love. Turtles in Time.
Oh.
The good ones, man. The good ones.
Those were all good, dude.
What was life like for you growing up, my man? So what was? And you know what's funny? I know that on Shut Up Let's Talk, yes, we have musicians, yes, we have rappers, yes, we have people. But you know what I like to talk? I like to talk about the stuff that nobody else wants to talk about. I'd like to ask you about your favorite pizza instead of maybe the music, because everybody's going to ask you about the music. Tell us about your favorite pizza, my friend. And you know what? Tough choice. I can't blame you. I can't blame you one bit.
Let me just say here, I wasn't expecting this kind of question coming into your podcast, sir.
Shut up. Shut up. My mom trying to sweet talk the cat outside the door. My cat, you know what's funny? My mom is such a nurturing human being that, like, even with the cat, she'll try to reason with him. He knows nothing but instinct.
Yeah, mine too.
All he knows is kill or stay still.
You know, my cat is a terrible guard cat. He's fucking terrible.
Really?
Like, I've had him for maybe 3 years. You know, cats normally bring like presents and shit like dead animals. He's brought me one little lizard.
Oh.
Yeah, but like I remember one time, like a year ago, there was like a little roach, like that big, walking around. He just stared at it. He looked at it and walked away. I'm like, what do I have you for if you're not going to be a guard cat?
I remember the first time I showed my cat a lizard. You know, there was a lizard in the house, this little one, and then I was like, my cat was about 6 months at the time, and I was like, let's see what happens, you know. And I just picked him up and I just put him in front of it, and then he had been so used to his toys that he put his paw,
He was playing with it?
Yeah, like he put his paw on top of it, and then it moved. You know, like something real. You know,
and
like
he
noticed
like crazy.
And he did. He looked back and he's like, "Whoa!" He's like, "Whoa!" He's like,
"Holy shit!"
Yeah, he was like, "I think this thing's alive." And then he just kept swatting it until it died. And then the lizard died, and he looked at it, and he was like, and it was the moment you see the face of a killer.
What have I done?
And it was the look of a killer, man.
Holy shit.
It was like when you initiate somebody into a gang and they're like, there's no turning back at this point.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable, man.
The only way you leave is in a box.
It was beautiful, man. Paul Andres in the chat says Super Scope 6.
Super Scope 6.
What was Super? Sure. Let's look at the cat is actually. Let's see, just in case he wants to use the litter box.
But I cannot give him any more treats.
No more treats. If we're gonna let the cat in, the cat seems to be really demanding. If the cat starts acting up, oh never mind, he's gone. All right,
cool.
good, yeah.
Sweet. Yeah.
Crocodile tears, guys.
Alrighty, Crocky.
Crocky, mate. It's crocodiles. It's really a cat. Like, I can't do an Australian accent. I'm Pakistani, guys. Give me credit, please.
Did you see how PETA was like ripping Steve Irwin a new one?
Who?
PETA?
No, why? Oh, well, I mean, I guess I could see why, but
Yeah.
fuck PETA, though.
They're like, oh, his love for crocodiles is endangering them or some shit, and the whole internet just fucking came together and just destroyed PETA that day.
Well, the internet's like, first of all, PETA, we all know you're fucked up. Second of all, he was feeding those alligators and keeping them alive and giving them a great life.
Third of all, fuck you.
Yeah, literally.
Literally.
You know, literally bent over. You know, like what the? Literally, because PETA is that ridiculous.
They're crazy, bro.
Doesn't PETA do like? Remember when PETA was like throwing red paint on celebrities that were wearing fur coats? You remember that? That was like 10 years ago almost.
That was a while ago, dude.
And you know what? They realized that the money they had to spend on those type of court cases was way more than they were bringing in, and they were like, "Oh shit, we can't keep doing this." Dude, they were throwing paint on people. That's assault.
Yeah, if you want to take it to that extreme, yeah, for sure.
And trust me, these celebrities, like a person like Madonna or somebody,
they don't fuck around. No,
they'll treat it like assault.
Do you remember when PETA they released this mock-up Pokemon game where all the Pokemon were like beat up and shit?
Oh my god, please! Oh my,
that was so
please
sad.
Elaborate a little bit because I know this. Excuse me. Oh, lots of alcohol, guys. This sounds extremely familiar, but I can't put my finger on it.
Dude, the last time I saw it, I was maybe like in high school or something, but I saw a picture of it resurface on Facebook, and I'm like, oh my god, I remember this. I don't want to remember this. Like, PETA released this fully playable, like, smidge of a game where all the Pokemon were beat up, cut up, fucked up, and like, because of all the fighting,
like
and
the
shit.
like the game over screen of Donkey Kong.
Yeah,
remember that? I was I felt like a dick for letting them lose, man. I was like, this is my fault. Clearly. Remember the Donkey Kong game over screen? I was like, clearly I'm to blame for this.
It was so bad, bro.
I'm sorry, DK and Diddy.
I'm sorry.
Oh man. So you know what? So what inspires you to make music, my man? What keeps you going, dude? Is it the people enjoying your music? Is it the fact that you get to get your thoughts out? Is it
I think it's mostly the fact that that music just lets me convey my thoughts in a way that words will never suffice.
What are your thoughts, my man? I know we're going deep, but that's what we're podcasting.
We're going real fucking deep right now.
We're going
Real
deep
deep.
status. We're thrusting. We're thrusting.
Lube or no lube?
Full thrust. Christ almighty.
What have you done, bro?
Nothing good.
See, the podcast was going really smooth.
Listen, man, my inspiration is Howard Stern. I got to make him proud.
That's true. Yeah, Howard Stern was,
I got to
was
make
the GOAT.
Howard proud.
He was the GOAT.
He was, man. He's forgotten over time.
I know, it's so sad. He was so good.
I used to watch him on E back in the day.
Oh,
late
yeah,
at night.
dude, yes.
Man, he would have like, it was so weird.
It was so wild, bro.
He would just have like, it was, half of the episode was just like a blurred like pixel screen, right? It was just like somebody was just taking their top off, and you'd be like, why is this happening? This is like supposed to be a radio show. What's the point of you taking your tits out? It's a radio show. No
one's gonna see it.
Yeah, I guess we could hear the fact that your tits are out. I guess like it was the weirdest thing ever. Like I don't understand why that was happening.
That's true.
So ridiculous.
Oh my god.
You know, because that's what it was. Howard Stern. Did you ever used to watch a show on Comedy Central back in the day called Late Night with Dave Attell?
Yes.
One of my favorite shows ever. And I have a friend of mine who I'm going to try to convince to do the same thing. because I've never seen another show like that, but Late Night with Dave Attell, I need to bring a show like that back to back to
Do
life,
it.
back to reality.
If your friend's watching, do it.
Yeah, please, man. and the guest that I'm talking about, or the guy I'm talking about, he would love to be that guy, because he already does that type of shit in his normal life. He just goes out to the craziest bars and just these weird hole in the walls and just talks to the people and does all these things.
Shit.
I'm like, man, do it on camera and put it under my channel, please.
That sounds like one of my coworkers. Like, he has all these wild stories about his brother.
Oh no!
Picture this. Okay, I'm 20. I'll be 29 next week, right?
29 next week?
Yeah.
Oh, happy
21st.
Happy fucking birthday, man.
Thank you, bro.
Jeez, dude.
We're gonna celebrate the local throwdown, Churchill's, March 23rd.
The local throwdown, Churchill's Pub, March 23rd. Feel free to plug that really quick. Where's that gonna be at? Where? When? Why?
Well,
we just said it, but we'll say.
Well, I mean, if you want to get the flyer behind you,
where is it?
It's on your bed.
Ow! Oh, paper cut! Paper cut. It just shaved my mohawk.
Oh fuck! Wait, can you see that? Oh shit!
I don't know if you guys can see that.
Yo,
but
that came out super nice.
Oh, thanks.
They don't like it. Came out super fresh.
It did come out.
Oh shit! There we go. Yeah.
Oh, we got it in focus.
Oh my god, that stretch hurts. Okay. So this is gonna be the first show where my new agency is hosting it. It's called Hyperbolic Entertainment.
Sweet.
Yeah. It's gonna be Clover, my friends from Tampa. They're gonna come down for the show. It's gonna be Jamina, Born Beneath, State of Solitude, Seven Sins, Medusa.
Would you like another drink, my friend?
Sure. One more sounds good for the road.
Hey, you know what? My homies from Trinidad, they're taking care of us tonight.
Yeah. Respect.
It's podcast night.
Yeah.
Huh? No, my love. Sorry, the lovely Claudia just asked if she should let the cat in, and
It's all
considering the assault that's been going on so far, just kick him.
And there he goes.
I'm gonna kick him, baby.
Wait
Sorry,
for
guys.
it.
When I say just kick him, I mean literally just kick the fucking cat, because he's a dick sometimes.
No animals were
I
harmed
love
in the
him.
making of this podcast.
I would never hurt the cat. He's my buddy. He shows me his butthole way too much, so he loves me.
Dude, mine too?
Yeah, they love us, and I love him.
But it's like, why the butthole?
You know, I guess he just looks at it and he's like, God, he looks at, he must look at, it must be like a work of art to him.
I guess so.
And he's like, look, you know, enjoy. This is for you.
Poop comes out of here. I poop because you feed me.
This is the closest we have to art as cats.
I show my appreciation because you feed me and it makes me shit.
Oh.
It comes out of here, okay, comrade?
This is cause and effect. This is your doing.
That's so true.
It really is. It's like, you know, they show you the fruit of our work.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So, the local throwdown.
Yes, the local throwdown, my friend.
So, this show is going to be bananas. I hope.
Who's going to be playing, by the way? Throw some names.
So, we got Jamina. They're from Miami. We got Born Beneath. We got Medusa. Seven Sins. State of Solitude. Unoya. And my boys in Clover from Tampa. They're going to come down for the show.
Wow, man. A lot of names I know. Seven Sins, Unoya.
I know Seven Sins since 2013, 2014.
Is Joe in that band? Joseph? Or no?
Which Joe?
Joseph from Macronium.
No, he's just Macronium.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I thought he was in that band.
You're thinking of Javi.
Ah.
He's a singer for Seven Sins.
Okay. You know what? Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
Actually,
JC, goddammit. JC, man. You're putting me onto all these
Shout out to
names.
JC, my boy JC.
Shout out to JC. JC Rivas, the Throne Podcast. We're going to plug it one more time.
Yeah. Actually, Seven Sins just dropped a new video called Denied.
And I was just checking it out the other day. Really
It was
well
so
made.
good.
Really well made.
Yo,
Good
shout out to Seven Sins for a fucking amazing video.
Yeah,
legit.
Man. Shout out to Seven Sins for that video, because yeah, the production was great, the editing was nice.
They've been grinding on that for years, bro.
Wow, man.
Yeah.
I love. You know what it is, and I don't mean to interrupt what we're talking about,
No.
but. You know, Shut Up, Let's Talk. Yes, we do the show once a week. Shut Up, Let's Talk Radio is an idea. And what I want to do, and obviously you're more than welcome to yourself, is I want to gather music from all the local homies.
That'll be sick.
Right? You know, give me 10 songs, 30 minutes or 1 hour or whatever the thing is. And once a week or however many times people want a week, just stream music.
Let's have a national rotation.
Just stream music. Like, what the fuck, man? There's so much local music and people want to hear it and people want it, and bands, they want it to be heard. Whatever, you know, whoever watches, and we'll just post it up on Shut Up Let's Talk Radio. We'll post it on the Facebook or wherever, YouTube, whatever. And be able to showcase some music, man. From, you know, like a lot of the newer radio stations, you know, 94.9 Zeta or 93 point whatever the fuck it is now, whatever the rock stations are, they're not showing off shit, dude.
No.
They're still playing Alice in Chains and Nirvana. And there's nothing wrong with those bands, but sorry, there have been new bands in the meantime.
Like, just recycling is not going to help the current state of metal.
Absolutely, dude. And it's like,
not.
And you know what? I want the homies to be heard. So no matter what, you know, let's start up a radio show. Let's get some rock back on the radio. Let's get some fucking metal back on the radio. You know, and we'll make our own fucking radio, dude. That's what Shut Up Let's Talk is all about. It's about doing your own thing.
I know a few years ago there was a Shake 108.
Where was that?
No, they're local here.
Oh, cool.
I know they're still around, but they changed their frequency. I think it's Shake 102. 102 something.
Well, check out Shake. What type of music is that? Like a rock or metal station?
That's a variety.
Cool.
But I know that they interviewed my old band for the Local Love Hour about 3 years ago. After the EP just came out. So they used to do that once a week. They would have the Local Love Hour. They'd interview local acts, play music. Oh, shit! The camera's shaking. Fuck, Banner.
See, that's what immersion is all about, folks. We're trying to bring you into the show.
One for him?
Well, we just got donated cookies. That's
Thank you.
amazing. Thank you. Shout out to Danish cookies, the blue box shit that people put sewing materials inside. Royal Dansk.
Yes, the butter cookies.
Butter cookies. You know, the blue box that people put their sewing stuff. Mm-hmm. Shout out. For anybody listening, this is the crunch factor of the biscuit of the biscuit itself. Yes, we're gonna call them biscuits, not cookies.
Oh, you're fucking beautiful, Governor.
Royal Dansk. It doesn't sound like Alabama.
I'm all good, thank you.
What, cookie? No, thank you, my love. No fucking thank you.
Royal Dansk cookies.
Royal. Anyway, enjoy the blue box, my friends.
The blue box of amazement.
And I can only imagine that the lovely Claudia or my mom thinks that we're too drunk, so they donated cookies to try to soak up the alcohol for us.
I'm still sober, dude.
Which it's the best thing in the world because the intention is what says it all. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
So here, you guys are fucked up. Have some cookies.
Yeah.
Where it's like, I'm good. I gotta drive home. I'm good.
Have some Royal Dance. I've heard these gonna cure cancer. These are the cookies.
You have hangover tomorrow, baby. Where are you?
I'm okay, thank you.
Well, I don't want to have a hangover either, so thank you, my love. She said, I didn't want you to have a hangover. I said, me neither. What? Come on.
I'm out of this one. I'm not watching this.
Our voices are pitched differently. I got to match it.
I hope I don't sound like you just pounded.
I hope I don't. What?
Shit. Oh, shit. Okay.
I was just matching the pitch. Son of a pitch.
You did match it pretty well. I'm just gonna say that.
That's all, I'm just saying. You know, we're audio engine. Oh fuck! What? We got donated more.
We got nuts.
We got more pity food. More pity food for us. What is this? What the fuck is this? What? Something here in here looks like a condensed cocaine. It's not. Oh, it's salty.
That's pretty good.
It's salty. I thought it was gonna be sweet.
It's like when it was going fire for the first time. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
What is this? This is like an exotic snack review.
This looks like cardboard paper.
It does. Yeah, that's what I just tasted.
What is it?
I don't. It's salty. It's not sweet. I thought it was gonna be sweet. Interessante.
Is that a sunflower seed covered in white powder?
That's exactly what it looks like. Or it looks like a pumpkin seed almost.
It's anthrax.
.com. Pretty good actually.
Shit.
Wow. You know what? If they would have sold this at the pool halls back in the day, when I was underage and going to them,
Bro.
that I would have bought these. Wow.
This is pretty legit.
I remember at that time I was playing Metallica on the jukeboxes at the pool halls. I was 18. Just walking in with my, with my ridiculous ego. I didn't have an ego, but I was like,
You
hey
all
man,
fucking suck!
right? I didn't have an ego, but I was 18, so I was like, I walked around like I knew I was too young to care. Right? I was like, I could do whatever I want, and I'll still be less miserable than you 30, 40, 50-year-olds. Fuck them.
That's so true.
That's what the mentality was at that time.
Yeah,
What can we
we
say?
were young and stupid.
We weren't hating. We were
Now we're
just
just older and a little bit less stupid.
older and a little more miserable. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's completely fine.
Yay for self-deprecating humor. Yeah.
Absolutely. Let's check out the chat really quick because
7 viewers. Jesus, where'd you all go?
yeah, who knows? I mean, we're an hour and a half into this bad boy. We're on 11-11. Make a wish, my friend. 11-11.
shit.
Let's wish for one platinum record, Divisional Void.
I'm sorry, what?
We're just gonna wish that into existence.
I'm okay with that.
Platinum record, baby. One milli
I give it about 6 months.
for it to get to 1 million. Hell
No,
yeah.
for it to be released.
Oh,
More or less.
which is the first step for it to go to 1 million. Get released. But anyway, man, what do you think of your time on Shuttle Plus Talk so far, my friend?
fucking pistachios.
You know what's funny? Pakistani people love pistachios.
They're just so good. I don't know why.
Like even in one of our the ice cream that they've made in the country, like one of our like signature ice creams, they have pistachios involved.
Mm-hmm.
And it's called Kulfi is the name of the ice cream.
We also have a spider web.
We also have
That does not make it okay.
the lovely Claudia says we have spider webs on trees, which does not make it okay.
There's a city in Pakistan that is full of spider webs.
Apparently, there's a city in Pakistan.
Super
that is,
fuck that.
Yeah, there's this, apparently the lovely Claudia just said there's a city in Pakistan that's full of spider webs. Clearly, Spider-Man is from there.
It's called Nopeville.
It's called Nopeville.com. Yeah, and first of all, you know what it is. Knowing Pakistani people, I imagine they just saw the city and it was full of spider webs, and they were like, you know what? No, you know what? Fuck it. Hey, look, it looks pretty good. Fuck it. Fuck it.
Look at the trees.
She just showed me the trees. Well, they are full of spider webs. They all look dusty as fuck.
I look fucking terrible on camera.
No, you don't.
Well, I got fucking mooly.
You look like Mike Ockerfeld. You do.
Before you go screaming.
Oh yeah. Thank God. Yeah, the good Mike Ockerfeld.
That's crunchy.
Paul Andres says Super Scope 6, the big gun from SNES.
Oh
man, wow, dude. You know, I didn't know. I don't remember the gun from SNES. I remember that they had the duck.
Hey.
Come on, cat. No, buddy, we don't do that. Well, maybe we don't do that, but he does.
He is sniffing the... I'm going to be very careful with the word placement.
The moose knuckle.
He is sniffing the nuts on my hand. The nuts... See, that just can't come out good.
The nuts in the palm of my hand.
He's sniffing these nuts, okay?
These fuck! That's completely fine. I'm glad they didn't fall in your drink. That was surprising.
I know, right? Fuck.
Oh. The big gun from the SNES. I only remember the gun from the SNES. No, from the Nintendo Entertainment System. The Duck Hunt one. I don't remember the other gun. I remember they had a power glove.
Have you played the new Super Smash Brothers?
I have not. I always loved Super Smash. I liked it, but I've never been able to. First of all, I don't own that many Nintendo consoles. And second of all, I love fighting games. So, wow, this guy's risking it all. I love...
This is a dangerous pussy.
Would have saved my comments. Aren't they all?
But she's aiming for the camera.
Wait.
Wait. Let's see.
Somebody.
Oh,
somebody.
Look, it's gonna come out right there.
I'm sure the cat's gonna come through. The pussy's going to show on the camera.
Show yourself, pussy.
Show yourself, coward.
Anyway, yeah, man. You know what? I used to play a lot of Punch Out. I used to play a lot.
You missed it.
Come on, bro. The 1 second I turn away is when my cat jumps on the camera. Fucking shit.
Oh, there it goes.
It's almost like he did it again just because he heard me say that.
Mm-hmm.
Good
Oh
job,
yeah,
Cat.
Dad. Look at this time, you bitch.
Yeah. Always miss every one of my games. But every day of the podcast, I'm there.
Yep.
It should be above me.
Sounds about right.
I love this cat, man.
Boom! There you go.
Oh, what a baby.
What a little kitty.
I love this cat, man. I'm telling you, this cat is like a killing machine, but he's just so loyal.
Yeah.
You know, it's like he knows he has a good thing here, and he's willing to kill anything that gets in his way. He's like, I own this fucking arena. Anyway, man. What's the future for Divisional Void, my friend? Tell us the future of Divisional Void. So, I mean, do you plan on... So, give us an idea. I know you said earlier the band, you know, might have left or so. What is the future for Divisional Void?
Short term, we're gonna reduce it to. Let me rephrase that. I don't know where the fuck I got reduced from. I meant to say release. So we're gonna release. We're gonna release it 2 EPs, hopefully before the year's out, because we've been putting it off a little bit. But
good things happen to those that wait.
Yeah,
I've heard that.
So we're gonna release those 2, and then we're gonna film. Sorry.
Fuck yeah.
So then we're gonna film a music video.
Yes. Fuck. Who's gonna make that? Pixel?
Actually, yes.
Good. Because you know what's funny? I've heard about Pixel, and I just want to shout him out because I don't know you, but people I know work with you, and you must be a good guy. So shout out to you, Pixel.
Rob, he is...
Pixel Theory? What's his name?
It's Lab Pixel Studios.
Sorry, yes. Lab Pixel Studios.
I met him about 2-3 years ago. He was doing an Oski show. I think it was Kryptonite. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I should ask him to be on the show sometime. Fuck.
Yeah, dude, do it.
That'd be great.
I think he lives northern Dade County.
Cool.
Not too far from you?
He's in the area, yeah.
Yeah. I'm in fucking Kendall, but yeah.
Oh, man, thank you for the drive, dude. Jeez.
I'm in Kendall, yeah.
You drove far, dude.
No, not bad.
45 minutes?
I'm next to the turnpike.
Ah,
It's like half an hour.
Okay. Man, thank you, man. I appreciate it, man.
It was further to go see JC on Monday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought it would be closer because he's East Coast.
No, the thing is, I took 75 to get here. To get to him, I take the turnpike all the way to freaking
I-75 and Turnpike for the homies at home.
Yeah. But for
more pity food. More pity food has arrived.
I'm like,
More nuts.
And then she's like, no, it's for them, not for
Oh,
you.
more nuts because clearly she thinks that we're drunk.
More nuts, guys. We love nuts around here, I guess.
Who loves nuts?
Weirder. You know what's funny? Indian people, they replace the W's with the V's. So if you say very
Just
good,
like the Germans.
you're right.
I'm not kidding.
It's true. If you say very good, no, very good. Very good. Very good.
Dude.
Perfect. A1. Very good. A1. That's exactly how they do it. Go to your local 7-Eleven. I'm not even judging. Not even judging. That's how they do it. Very good. A1. Wow. Very good. Ah. And they'll always do the wrist, and they'll always do, you know what it is? They'll always do the wrist twist. Ah.
Yeah.
Very good. Ah. Like they just drank a fucking Coke on like a 90-degree day. Ah. Very good. It's what they do, man. And I know I've seen it. I've seen it from inside the fence.
No, because I'm laughing so hard because
It's so true.
because my old boss from the airport job, he was Indian. You described him perfectly.
It's what they do. It's like a formula almost, man.
It's like a fucking language, bro.
It's like sign language, but
Holy
but
shit.
vocal.
Fucking crying.
It's what it's what they do, man. I don't know where they get the wrist twist from. It's like we're all born knowing this. Like at the end of it, your wrist will just look like this. Your pinky will be touching your palm almost. It's just like a. It's like a. It's a struggle to get that wrist out.
Dude, you have no idea how perfect you just described him. That was amazing.
Very true. It's ridiculous, man. I've seen it, dude. I've seen it, man.
You're fucking terrible. Oh, I got 10 viewers. Yes.
What's up, homies?
Thank you for the 3 extra views.
Thank you, everybody, for hanging out tonight. And you know what? I'm actually really happy because I literally almost never stream to YouTube.
Really?
So it's very, very cool that people are hanging out and talking and, enjoying the show. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out on episode 75 of Shut Up, Let's Talk. We're about almost 2 hours into the show.
If you have any questions, now is a good time to ask.
Absolutely. Paul says Sebass looking like he about to shard himself from laughter. Listen, if he sharded himself, you know what's funny? Did anybody know the word sharding before Along Came Polly?
That's a very good question.
Because that's when I learned it.
Yeah.
I saw Along Came Polly. That's a Ben Stiller and Jennifer Aniston movie that came out around 2003 or 4. And I saw that in the theater, and it was, I think, Philip Seymour Hoffman that delivers the line. He's like, I think I just sharded. And then Ben Stiller's like, what? He's like, yeah, it's like when you want to fart and you kind of shit yourself. He's like, I think I just did that. And you know that they're introducing something into society when they have to give you a definition after the word.
Exactly.
So
You know it's fresh.
And they implanted that into society. And then everybody, even if they didn't know the movie, they knew the word sharded.
Okay, wait. Before you read that, Paul, that's one of my high school friends.
Oh, cool.
He's actually going to be hosting the show.
Oh.
He's going to be the MC for the night.
Oh, sweet.
Because his stage name is Loon from the Moon. So he has this very Lemmy Kilmister, like James Brown persona where he's like cool, but he's passionate as fuck.
Good.
So, for you people watching, if you ever hear about Paul performing, go watch him.
Yes, please.
Do it.
Paul says, I have a question for both of you guys. Feel free to go. Give it to us, my friend. Give it to us. Give it to us.
Christ, what is he going to ask?
I'm ready. Paul Lunaire. My last name means moon, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Chand for the brown homies. Chand.
Oh my wow.
From Oyue. Yeah. Paul Lunaire, feel free to ask us.
Type your fucking question, Paul.
Well, the problem, the delay between us talking
That's
and
true.
what they see is so ridiculous. Paul says, who would win in this fight? Thani DeVito's Ultra Instinct Shaggy during 0.001 of his power. Or Garfield.
Or Garfield getting his lasagna.
Fuck. Honestly, knowing my cat, I would say Garfield. Because I always compare my cat to Garfield because I feel like my cat just lives on sarcasm. I feel like sarcasm is his spirit bomb. The more sarcasm you give him, the more powerful he gets. And I don't know, but you know what? These days I keep seeing Shaggy. Shaggy came up these days, man. Are you familiar with Abiotic, the band, at all?
Of course. John's my boy.
John's my boy.
Hell yeah.
No fucking way. John's the big homie.
I last saw them in 2012 at Churchill's with Salamara, with Echoes of a Nightmare.
Sweet, man. Well, shout out to John.
Shout out to John and Killian. That new single's going to be hot as fuck.
And it is, man.
Yeah.
And I'm... John's been keeping me up on what's up with Abiotic these days, and they're due for a comeback, and it's gonna be hard.
They're making some moves, bro.
Big moves, man.
Crazy.
And John just got a jab Jan just got a jab. They're taking their jibs. John just got a job in the cannabis industry.
At the
man.
dispensary, yeah, I saw that.
And it was funny because he was like, any Boston homies looking for a job in the dispensary industry? And I was like, fuck. I was like, move me to Boston right now. Mike. Right now. Christ almighty.
So Paul from Gemini says Shaggy.
And then
Oh, sorry. I said Garfield, not Godfield. Okay.
so he literally meant Godfield. I thought it was like a figure of speech. Well, who would win? I just want to say Garfield because I know the power of cats at this point. And my cat is relentless in his thirst for blood. So,
I'm gonna say, you know what? I'm gonna say Shaggy.
I'm gonna say Shaggy, but not the Scooby-Doo one, but the It Wasn't Me hit maker, the Jamaican Shaggy from It Wasn't Me. I'm gonna say him at 0.001 power is probably enough to take over Garfield because bagels. I don't know what the lyrics are, but Shaggy from It Wasn't Me. What sucks is that Shaggy's the only one who gets remembered. The guy who was
Fuck! I apologize for that YouTube audience.
It is like all the original guy that sang most of the song in It Wasn't Me. Nobody remembers that one guy,
That's true.
right? The one that's singing it wasn't me. But as soon as Shaggy comes, they're like, oh, there's clearly Shaggy's on the track. The other guy, oh, that's Shaggy too. Yeah. No, nobody knows. Paul.
Why am I so trash? It's Super Smash Brothers.
What is it? Super Smash Brother. That's the Trinidad version of Super Smash Bros.
He's a filthy Costa Rican.
Mandem Super Smash Brother. Mandem Super.
Like the Ugandan Knuckles meme.
What is that? Ugandan locals?
Knuckles. No. You've never seen that?
No, but this
What?
sounds
Oh my
amazing.
God, it's okay.
Knuckles of Sonic's fame.
From Sonic and Knuckles, yeah. There's a Ugandan Knuckles where he's very fucking flat and round. It was like, I will show you the way, brother.
Oh, do you know the way?
That's where it's from.
Oh my God, some friends of mine showed me that, but I didn't know that's what that was. They just
Yeah.
I thought it was the way meme. I didn't know it was.
It came from the
It was
Knuckles.
Knuckles Ugandan.
Yeah.
Hey man, I got a couple of African homies, man. They're some of the coolest people I know. I got a friend from Cameroon. I got another couple of friends from Nigeria.
No shit.
Yeah, man. There's some homies, man. Like, you know what's funny? Nigeria and Africa in general, they have a sense of brotherhood on a different level.
Yeah,
man.
they do.
They really do. Like, it's funny because like my friend James, he's about 50-something years old. He's from Nigeria. He says, the way this country works, it's ridiculous. I don't understand the country. It's ridiculous. It's like in Nigeria, we are brothers. We are brothers from the beginning. One of the worst Nigerian accents ever, but
That was fucking perfect.
but you know what? That's exactly how he was, man. It was amazing. He was just like, this is ridiculous. Like,
Not everyone's asking if we know the way.
Do we know the way? I only know the way because I seen the video about the way, and it was like some crazy virtual VR chat.
Yeah, that's
and
where it came from.
Oh my God.
Do you know the way, brother?
Do you know the way? I might know the way, but show us the way if you don't
Do you know the
way.
way I say?
And I'm going to take this time to plug the YouTube. If you guys don't know the way, feel free to subscribe and the like or to the post there. Man, them big time subscribe to the channel.
I can't do that shit, bro.
You remember back in the day when people used to bark?
Yeah.
Barking was like during the Little John Crunk phase. It was like barking was the barking was the thing. Barking was the new hype thing, man.
Oh my God, that was a new hype thing, bro.
Just like that's when pit bulls became extra popular.
Oh my God.
Dale. Oh, Pitbull himself actually became extra popular. Remember when There was that song "What They Gon' Do," and they did like a Spanish remix with like Pitbull and all these extra people, and they were like, "We're gonna do a Spanish version of What They Gon' Do," and they're like, "What they gon' do? Nada. They gon' do nothing."
Nothing, brody.
Paul Lunaire says he don't know the way. Richard Cuigan says, "Do you know the way?" Man, damn, I heard about the way. If the way is the way that they told me the way is, then the way is the way.
The way is the way, brother.
And if I don't know, I call Dwayne Wade.
Oh, shit.
Man, damn, I rhyme every time.
Sorry. You gonna get demonetized for mentioning Dwayne Wade?
Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade. Anyway, man. God damn it, dude. What do you think of your time on Shut Up, Let's Talk, my friend?
Great day.
Did we show you the way?
You showed me the way.
Oh, God damn it. Podcasting is and you know what? The same thing's been happening to me. You know what? Let's go ahead and, you know what?
No. Fuck. Oh, there we go.
Cheers. Let's see whose drops first.
Cheers. Ah!
You guys are not drunk.
We're not drunk.
I'm glad we're not fucking drunk either. Let's go ahead and chug the rest of this shit.
Yeah. Ready?
Let's make sure we get to that point. Oh, no, I'm kidding. We know the way. Anyway, folks, my goodness, guys, my goodness.
Goodness gracious.
Great balls of fajoyer. You know, that guy was a pedophile from what I heard. Jerry Lee Lewis. Didn't he date his cousin who was like 16, 15, 5? I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't hear that.
He did get involved with a very young lady. But from what I heard, Elvis, he married Priscilla when she was 16.
I knew about that.
And he was into younger women at the time. So you know what? At the end of the day, fuck Elvis. fuck Elvis, and fuck him with his own.
Much.
Fuck Elvis with his own pelvis. Paul in the chat says, "I request Sebass record an ASMR video of him chewing nuts." We're gonna leave it up to interpretation whether he's talking about food or testicles. Either way, they could both be. I guess they're both edible.
Oh my god! I guess so.
The power is yours.
Oh my god! I remember that show.
Oh, Capitano Planet. Capitano Planet.
Capitano Planet.
Oh my god! An anime Captain Planet would be
that would be fucking amazing.
Earth, wind, fire, fire.
By our powers combined, I am a Captain Planet.
Captain Planet. Hell yeah. Oh my god. English. If you're gonna hate me, hate Pokemon, because they made a Pokemon called Porygon when clearly the word is polygon in English.
You know, when I first discovered that correlation, I lost my shit.
I'm telling you, man. Like, blame them before you blame us. Damn it, shut up. We're just doing our work.
Polygon.
Paul Lunaire says, I also request Sebas give me a shout out with a hey better. With a live hey better. What is it? Hey beater? Better? What is that?
From Family Guy, you know Joe Swanson?
No. Explain that. I fell off on Family Guy and South Park at a certain point in my life.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Both good, but I can't do too much at once.
Joe Swanson in a wheelchair.
Oh, the crazy guy in the wheelchair.
Yeah. Well, she's Peter Griffin. Hey, Peter.
Hey, Lois.
Hey, Lois, I'm a fire alarm.
I've been fat for years. I'm gonna stay fat.
Lymphao.
Lymph nodes.
Giggity.
Oh my. Yeah, the Quagmire was his name, right? And then there's the
oh
other
shit!
one. What's his name?
Cleveland.
And then there's the other one. Is hello, Peter. Hey. Quagmire, yeah.
Dude, that's fucking perfect.
He does that.
Holy shit.
Hello, Peter.
I need to see what the fuck he says to that.
Oh my god. I'm muting irresponsible.
I'm not.
It's a good time, folks. It's a good time, guys.
Freaking sweet, Lois.
Yeah.
Oh, Peter. Oh, my God. Oh, Peter. Oh, you're just so... Peter! Peter, you're so ridiculous. Oh, Peter, you're so ridiculous.
Yes, he's very ridiculous. Yes. Fucking Stewie. Oh my god.
Cool
my
whip.
God. Yeah. Oh my god. Stewie. To me, Brian is definitely the best character.
Oh yeah.
Right. That's everybody. That's supposed to be everybody's favorite, isn't he? Or it's Stewie that's supposed to be the favorite.
Stewie's just the evil one.
It's hard not to love Stewie, but God,
Yeah.
Brian is the secret chemical. That's chemical X right there.
Oh
That's
my
what makes the
God,
Powerpuff Girls.
Yes.
Chemical X.
Oh my god.
Anyway, guys. Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out on
time.
episode 75 of Shut Up, Let's Talk, man. 70-5, dude.
Good shit, bro.
Good shit for having you here, man. Thank you so much for joining
Thanks
us.
for
my
having
friend. Sebass Diaz, my friend, of Divisional Void, my friend. So please, give us a future of Divisional Void and where we can check you out. When is the next show? I know we said it a million times, but we'll say it a million and
Okay,
one
the next
times.
show, right here, right there. Wait. Oh,
March
shit! I can't see it
23rd. 23rd. March 23rd, 2019. At what time? At where?
there. The show starts. The doors open at 8 o'clock. The first band goes on at 9. It's gonna be our live debut. Couldn't get a drummer, so we're gonna be playing the backing tracks.
That's great.
But
That's
it
fine.
works.
Drummer's not going to fuck up, at least.
Exactly. We can't fuck up now.
It's more pressure on you, I feel.
I would say the album's released before the year is over, as well as a music video, more merch,
Be on the lookout.
just getting everything out there, bro.
We'll have you on the show again soon.
Oh yeah.
Perfectly fine.
I'm so down for that, governor.
I love it, man. God, you know what? Thank you, everybody, for hanging out on the episode
Wait.
75. What is
He
Paul?
has one more question.
Paul says, wait, I have one more question.
If this is not life changing, I will fucking drive to you and slap you.
Paul Lunaire, feel free. Go ahead and ask it to us, my brother. We're having a great time, my man. I can't. I'm glad.
Ask me if I know the way, brother.
Do you know the way? And it's funny because when I saw that video, I'd never heard about that meme, which I was surprised, and I'd never seen that VR chat. It was like, that was the one thing that actually made me want to actually get a VR headset.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've never wanted VR until recently. I was showing the lovely Claudia. I was showing her Kiki's Delivery Service. You ever seen that?
No.
Kiki's Delivery Service is an anime movie by the Miyazaki.
Miyazaki. Oh my god.
Studio Ghibli.
Yeah.
And it's really good. It's a story about a witch who's like 13, and they send her out on her own to kind of start on this journey of life or whatever. And I downloaded it from a very... Do you want another drink, man? You're more than welcome to hang out. If you're hungry, we could eat after this too. We're good.
I'll take one more.
Yeah, sure. Thank you, my love. We might as well take it from 10 to 11. Why not? Like from top to more top. Like from
But why
maximum to more
11?
maximum.
But why 11?
10 is the highest thing on the amplifier.
Yeah, but this one goes to 11.
This one goes to 11. It's louder. It's just a little bit of British metal.
I swear to God, ask your question, Paul.
Feel free to ask us, Paul. Well, in the meantime, my
Yeah.
friend.
What's up?
Divisional Void, my friend.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see you guys live. You know, I'm actually gonna. It's funny because anybody that watches Shut Up, Let's Talk that actually knows me in person knows that I have a habit of not getting out of the house. It's a bad habit. It's a real bad habit.
I know what it's like, don't worry.
I just love my time at home. I get to do the podcast at home.
That's true.
You know, I get to make all the fun, silly clips at home, which I've been a little behind on. I'm sorry, guys. It's hard to give 100% all the time.
You need a break once in a while.
Need a break, man. It's tough. And, I'm the kind of person, I think I realize I get burnt out too easily. Paul Lanier in the chat says, what the fuck is Divisional Void? Well, Charles explained it earlier. He said it is what? It is like the emptiness of human.
It's simple, Paul. It's your ass. After Taco Bell.
You know what? I grew up eating crayons and rocks, so I
And
think
glue.
And I would have eaten glue, but by that time I was like, I don't think I want this right now. But I used to eat a lot of crayons. No lie, I used to eat a lot.
Really?
Yeah, literally. I used to eat a lot of crayons. I used to steal my brothers and sisters' crayons, and I used to crawl under the bed just to be able to eat them.
I've never heard of that. That's crazy.
And one of the craziest images I remember in my life growing up is that being like 4 or 5 years old, with a handful of crayons ready to eat under the bed, and seeing the feet of one of my brothers and sisters looking for me,
Oh shit.
and seeing their feet and staying as quiet as possible under the bed, and like gripping these crayons. And then as soon as they left, I just started eating these crayons, dude.
No.
Dude, I used to love eating crayons. I used to eat rocks. I used to eat pebbles, little pebbles. My mom, and literally, if I tell my mom about this, she will start telling you a whole story. I used to eat pebbles and rocks, dude.
Really?
And my mom used to catch me. And at some point, she used to tell me to stop eating them, so I used to hide them I used to get little pebbles and hide them in between my fingers. And she'd be like, "Let me see your hands," and I would hide them in between my fingers, and I would show.
Oh shit.
And I would show them like this. That's right.
Crayons are a delicacy, though.
Dude,
I mean, I wouldn't know. I've never eaten crayons before.
Dude, I used to eat crayons. I used to eat pencil lead. I used to eat erasers. I used to eat art supplies.
How are you alive right now?
That's what I think that to myself all the time. Dude, I used to eat so many just art media objects. Like I used to eat crayons and pencils and marker, like the lead from lead pencils.
Holy shit.
Or not lead pencils, but like from number 2 pencils.
Yeah.
Graphite. You know, like you just eat that, dude. It was so weird, man. And it's funny because I grew up with the love for art, and I was always like, it's probably because I ate so much of that bullshit. Like as a kid, I just have it inside me. I am just a art tool at this point.
Well, if you love it so much, why don't you eat it?
Yeah, you like it so much you're wearing it, mate. Oh, like when you get food on yourself. Oh fuck, it's the worst. Yeah, it's like the biggest burn ever. Oh man. Paul Lunaire says probably explains a lot, to be honest. I mean, honestly, I'm a fuckface, dude. I mean, it's like, you know, in order to be a fuckface, you gotta eat, art supplies as a kid. Like, and I used to eat paper. I used to chew on paper.
Shit.
It was an interesting time. And I mean, the only people that ever really have their own podcast are like narcissists and, fuckfaces. So it's like, I gotta fall under one or the other. I mean, I don't know, it's crazy, man. I think about it now, and I'm like, man. And it's funny because my sister, like, I didn't grow up with my siblings. I gotten back in touch with them when I was about 16 or 15.
Oh shit.
Yeah, man. So it was like when I got back in touch with them, I used to mention those things, and my sister was like, "You little fucker, you used to eat all of our shit." So yeah, man, it was legit, dude. No lie, man.
That's crazy, dude.
Did you ever see anything crazy like that as a kid, or was it just yogurt? Go-gurt, I mean.
Pretty much just Go-gurt. Yeah.
Dude, I remember I said this on the last podcast, or the second to last. I tried to remove one of my moles by myself.
How'd that go?
As bloody.
I can imagine so.
I was 7 or 8 years old, and I just saw a news report on the TV about moles being possibly cancerous. Sebas, tell him about John Artukake, which sounds a lot like Art Bukake, which is exactly what you just wrote. John Art Bukake.
Okay.
Anybody that knows Bukake knows that sodium is bad for you.
I'm gonna try to not butcher it so much. So, since Garfield has become this thing where he's like a god, so I call him Godfield.
That's a new thing? Is that a new meme? Is that along
I don't think it's new, but I think it's getting popular again.
Is that along with Shaggy or like before Shaggy?
It was before Shaggy.
Really?
Yeah.
But
Shaggy
Garfield.
got more popular,
Yeah,
Shaggy.
and I love Garfield. Abiotic is coming out with the Shaggy shirt, by the way.
That's true.
Yes, they are.
So
look out for that. Anyway, Godfield.
So there is this one episode where the episode pretty much ends up with John Arbuckle, Garfield's owner. So he ends up in a bukkake.
That sentence already got me. Sorry.
with fucking shampoo bottles, like just pouring all over him.
God, fuck the internet, guys. Fuck the internet.
I can't even finish it because it's just so terrible.
Shampoo bottles.
Just all over him, dude.
That good old Selsun Blue.
And it was live action too.
That good old Head and Shoulders all over your head and shoulders.
That good old.
Let me get some head and put it on your shoulders, baby.
Oh shit.
Oh my God, that's the worst thing in the world.
That's terrible.
Let me give you all that Selsun Blue, that VO5. Give you all that Pantene, that Pro V. Give you all that L'Oreal kids. Oh, R. Kelly. No, I'm kidding.
It's tear free.
Feeling on your booty. Put your arms around me.
I give you so many clues.
So many clues. Paul, what have you done to this show, my friend? You've steered this in the wrong direction, but please keep hitting the accelerator, my friend.
What's the name of that person that watches your money? It starts with Q.
Oh. I forgot those things, but he kept saying stuff with Q, and it was like, oh man. Camera.
She was like, "An accountant? Nah, my cousin Reggie."
Yeah. Because yes, for anybody that does not know, R. Kelly is illiterate. You know, somebody actually put it in. Nick Cannon put it very interestingly, where he said that the only reason why why the younger women get interested in R. Kelly is the fact that he's illiterate. So the fact that he's illiterate, he's able to actually be on the same mental level as a 15-year-old versus 30, 40-year-old women who are just intellectually farther than him. And they don't have any connection with him. The younger girls are the ones that are able to actually have that connection with him, which is really interesting. Paul says...
Exactly as planned.
Exactly as
You
planned.
devious motherfucker.
God damn it, Paul Lunaire. Lunaire? No, Lunaire.
Yeah, Lunaire.
Moon Man. God damn it. My last name means moon, actually. Chand.
Sick.
Yeah, it's really kind of weird. That's why I draw them so much. That's why the album art from my first album was a crescent moon.
Oh shit.
Yeah, good time.
Good times.
Anyway, my friend. God damn it. So the future of Divisional Void, my friend, if they can follow you, where can they go ahead and follow Sebass Diaz / Divisional Void?
Right now we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram. Once it gets back up and running.
Yes.
We don't really use Twitter.
It's
But
understandable.
we're gonna get back into that. We're gonna be on Reverb Nation, we're gonna be on Bandcamp, we're gonna be on... We're gonna have our own website up in a few months. With everything there in one stop, you know.
Hell yeah.
But for now, just Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah, Google it. Google it.
Google that shit!
Google it. You'll see what I saw, which was exactly what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Anyway, folks, if you guys want to follow me, it's at Alzar Chand. If you guys want to follow the show, it's at Shut Up Let's Talk, all over the interweb, all over the webosphere, all around that www.com.thing / whatever.
.jpeg.
.jpeg. .fuckface. Anyway, folks, if you guys want to follow Sebass, go ahead and do that thing. In the meantime, love, peace, chicken grease. Look both ways before you cross the street. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out on YouTube tonight, because I know that this is actually something kind of new. We don't really we normally do not stream on YouTube, which actually might be a pretty good idea, because we actually got a pretty good amount of
Yeah, we did.
people hanging out tonight. Sorry for the fact that Facebook is not working tonight. Definitely not our fault, but we're sorry anyway, because it kind of sucks, right? But thank you, Facebook, for fucking up so that allowed people to check out the YouTube links. So feel free to, if you guys get a chance to go ahead and like and subscribe to the page, feel free to go ahead and do that if you want. If not, go ahead and check out Divisional Void, the big time music. And
Thank you for having me, sir.
absolutely. Thank you for being on, my friend. It was a great time, dude. Definitely
Anytime,
fun
bro.
having you again. And in the meantime, folks, love, peace, and grease. Look both ways for across the street. I know I already said that. Check out the show March 23rd at Churchill's Pub.
Churchill's Pub. 8 p.m. Be there.
8 p.m. Be there. Lots of cool bands hanging out, folks. So in the meantime, we will catch you later. Thank you, everybody, literally everybody, for hanging out tonight. Everybody go home with a big smile on your face and beat off right before you do that, because the smile will be even bigger. We will see you later.
Peace.
Peace. And we are